and welcome back to Shadows Under Arbor. As we move into the session, we see this URL out front of Levi's. Just leaving, kind of sitting kind of in the front area, and as we kind of see, there's a newspaper that's kind of thrown to the front, just the afternoon edition, effectively. And if anyone would like to read a particular article, we may do so to understand kind of brief overview, maybe some of the things that occurred in last session. Anyone want to volunteer?
Yeah.
Cool.
Information. Terrorists fall prey. The canopy bites back. 3 men lie dead and a 4th sits in irons following a foolish attempt to scale the garden wall in what authorities now describe as an attempted attack on the canopy. Our sources within both the Green Cloaks have indicated the culprits were members of the radical sect known as the Flame Walkers. Whether their aim was sabotage, spectacle, or simple notoriety remains unclear, though their enterprise ended swiftly enough in their well-earned deaths. According to official reports, the Flamewalkers approached the base of the garden wall in the small hours of the morning and began the dangerous climb towards the heights above. They had scarcely reached 100 feet when the city's alarm spells were triggered, drawing the attention of a Dragon Rider patrol passing overhead. The would-be infiltrators had relied upon invisibility potions taken moments before their ascent, under the impression it would conceal their ascent. They forgot, it seems, the dragons see far more than mortal eyes. The patrol's beast spotted the ruffians at once. Within moments, the trespassers were blasted from the cliff face and sent tumbling into the darkness below. One of the men reportedly attempted a desperate teleport while falling. This proved to be his undoing. Rather than escaping, the unfortunate soul rematerialized inside a holding cell at the nearby Greencloak prison, where he now awaits questioning. It is a comfort to know that those who would bring violence to Arbor meet swift justice when they try their hand against our city.
Indeed. A reference to your more overarching mission goals and this.
Goals.
Yeah. Yes. I would say about that.
I've not done goals in a while because I've not done anything.
Anyone want to do the other article?
The Blind Players, Art, Masks and Unanswered Questions. For near on 50 years now, the Blind Players have graced Arbor's stages. They have never quite reached the lofty heights of the Vision Concert Hall, it is true, yet none can deny that they have given the city performances both strange and splendid. Still, with any troops so long upon the boards, a skeleton or two must surely rattle in the wardrobe. Speak their name in a pub or gin palace and watchers' heads turn, and mystique surrounds them that no other company in Arbor can match. Private invitations in black envelopes, actors in iconic masks, and rehearsals conducted in absolute secrecy. I have known many performer, thespians, stagehands, and more than a few clowns besides, and no small number have dreamed of joining their rank. Yet I've known precisely one who claimed to have been granted that supposed honour. I say claimed, for after that invitation arrived, I never heard from him again. My last letter to the fellow contained only a simple congratulations, and the old theatre wish, break a leg. No reply ever followed. If that were the end of the matter, one might chalk it up to the usual theatrics of a secretive company, but this is only the beginning. Whispers persist of private performances, invitation only, the audience as unknown as the performers, and if the darker stories are to be believed, that evening's entertainment ends not in applause, but in the ending of a life struck down on stage for the voyeurs in the gallery. Fanciful tales, perhaps, the sort told to frighten apprentices and young children on late shifts, and yet our city has always kept its secrets well, and if a few people each year were to vanish into the fog, who, after all, would notice?
One comment and one fun fact. Comment, absolutely horrifying, young children on late shifts. Nice. The second one is, do you know what the French equivalent of break a leg is? It is merde,
Ah.
meaning shit. Because if you were performing at a high-class theatre in Paris in the 1800s and a lot of people came to your play, it would mean the front steps were absolutely covered in horse dung from carriages dropping people off.
Ah.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, that's interesting. And this is obviously a reference to the conversations you had with Petra, revealing her old alliances to a potential organization.
Did I mention in the chat earlier that when I found this Gazette, it's got an advert for Petra's right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do foreshadowing.
It's almost like Brad plans this.
Yes. God, I hope so. There's a whole box up there.
If it doesn't come across like that by now, frankly, you should stop trying.
Yeah. Jeez.
You must never.
Oh yeah, no, this is.
Oh, so good.
And there are advertisements in there that also reference a devil's contract. Which
Enforcement guaranteed, or else.
Yes.
Contracts honoured, souls optional.
Referencing the almost deal making you have with Magda just at the end, kind of like in the beginning of last session.
Yeah.
But as the kind of the newspaper is dropped and whisked away again quickly by another paper boy who realizes it's been delivered to the wrong location, we find the four of you, standing outside. As I believe somebody had an intention to do something else.
Yeah, I do. Curiosity, so they say, is fatal to the feline.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people will duck. You'll see people duck into an alley and start rummaging around in their side satchel and pull this out.
Okay.
And
you may have to break that one, I'm not sure.
yeah, maybe.
Some of them I got much better at doing it, and I was like, I can.
I'm gonna I need to roll to cast a spell anyway. So it's
What level spell is it?
4th, I think. I think it's a custom one rather than a
Might be, but it might not be. What's the spell called?
Stonewalk.
That one might not be a custom spell.
Ooh.
Not 53. E. It is a custom spell, but it's only custom because they removed it from 5e. It did exist in 3e.
Oh, okay. What level is it?
It was 3rd. I don't think it is on. It's also 6th. So let's.
Depends what type of
Can I
stone
see
you're
the
walking through, I
scroll?
guess.
Because it'll tell me what it is. If I can remember how to read the thing. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4th.
4th, okay. So it's DC 14.
Yes, it is.
It's a 16 on the die.
Then you're fine. You can cast a spell. So
Yeah.
you pull the scroll out. So do you all walk with people when he does this, or do you just, or when it does this?
You'll have seen people's eye be very focused on the ground as if it's looking at a point beneath the ground that you can see, that you can't see, but it can.
Are you
makes sense.
remaining inside the store?
No,
No, we're
ducked
outside.
into an alley
Yeah.
and sort of gone behind a barrel.
I see.
Information. I will be just a moment. Yeah.
Drops down.
I think I'll probably just wait,
Uh,
oblivious to what's going on. I think.
So,
Or
the
naive.
thing- So, let me double check the spell and how it works. I can't read the actual writing. I can read the symbol in the middle. Just.
I could probably translate some.
Well, whilst Brad's doing that, I'm going to speak to the two of you and say, so I've had a thought. What's his face? I've forgotten his name.
James Kavanagh.
Kavanagh, yeah. Kavanagh's. I've seen a reward of 10,000 leaves for a black violin from Kavanagh. I'm thinking if we can get some kind of black material, and get Petra to make one, that might be enough to get us in the door.
Can I create the stonewalk last 10 minutes?
I think so, yes.
And obviously, we pay her for it. A fair price.
My concern is how long it would take.
Yes,
We are on a
yes.
clock here. I do like.
And without knowing what the original violin was made of, if we were to get the material vastly wrong, he would immediately know he was being tricked, and that would...
I guess the question I would ask is our intention to make ourselves known to James Kavanagh? Because we are ultimately going to liberate him off the fleet. And if he has met some individuals literally the day before, it'd be suspicious of us.
Oh yes, no. If it was merely a suggestion, one
It
possible
was not
avenue we
it's
could.
not a bad one.
My concern partly would be if we were to be discovered, but yes, as my good friend here would say, how long it would take to
I
create.
mean, she is very talented.
That is not the
Yes,
issue we would face.
I am also yes. We would need to impress upon her the deadline for sure.
I do get the impression that really will have little to no effect. Yes, unless we were pretending to be a child or something. But that feels particularly dishonest.
You move into the stone.
Yeah.
And then you can use your movement to step into and out of the stone for the period for 1 minute, basically. You have 1 minute to kind of like... Oh, no, sorry. The casting time is 1 minute. The
Yeah.
duration is 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
And it's you and up to 8 creatures. I will point out, you cannot see while doing this. You have vision that doesn't require sight at the moment because you have detect. But if anyone else got lost or was separated from you in any way, shape, or form, it could be bad.
Yeah.
Which you would know. That's why I'm trying
jobby.
to... Yeah.
I think I'm... Yeah.
You're just going solo.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. So you three are kind of having a discussion and you just watch pupil. I assume you're going down and then through.
Yeah.
You know where it is. Okay, so you drop downwards. You watch people like descend through the stone like he's like almost like he's dropping into the quicksand. And just...
Does the stone ripple at all?
Yeah, it goes... And then once it stops rippling, like once his head is below water, it goes below the surface, it goes and solid again.
Right, Monica will... presumably there's like some discarded plank of wood or something.
Sure.
We'll just prod at the stone after it has solidified.
Yeah.
Rather than leaving it just
dunk, 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 solid. You descend down and you begin to see you know where you're going because you know what you're looking
You can
for.
triangulate between the...
Correct. So I'm going to move a token somewhere. And you find yourself in this very clearly, very kind of obviously workshop of a much not higher degree, but definitely different uses. You see a large forge in the center. You see equipment and tools of a higher quality than you saw above. You see, and sitting on one of the desks is the source of kind of your like your senses. You see where it is sitting in like a case, like a little box, not thick enough to stop your vision, and presumably because of this thing's immense power is just leaking because you shouldn't have been able to see it through the floor, but at the same time,
Yeah.
oh no, you saw it because of the cat. The cat that just slipped through. Yeah. That's right.
I think I just saw her detect thoughts of not knowing this was...
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Oh,
yes. You knew where it was because of her thoughts. Yes.
also the cat. What the cat saw.
The cat
was
saw the
trap
entrance to
door.
the trapdoor, so I knew
Right.
where the room was, and then I could see her memory
That's
of what
true.
the...
So yeah, there was like a bit of like mental understanding of physics and location and that sort of thing to kind of figure out where I need to go down and then I need to go forward.
I will... I think just scout it. Can I have just a perception around for
Sure. Make a perception check.
traps, etc.?
Yeah.
20.
20. There aren't any traps, so to speak, but you do notice that there are several magical circles built into the floor. They look more like designed to focus energies and to view magical
They're
objects.
another tool, effectively
Effectively,
a magical blacksmith's forge kind
yes,
of tool
you can actually
rather than
see it on the ground in the map there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like embedded into the ground. There's this large magical circle that you realize is designed to like focus energies and to bring magic into objects.
Yeah.
There are several completed instruments on the wall. None of them are registering as magical currently. They are well crafted, however, but they also look, most of the things down here look covered in dust, like they haven't been used in a decade or more.
I think I'm firstly going to go over to the where the black violin is. Again, check around for any kind of magical sigils or
no sigils, no things that would set something off or blow something up or anything like that.
alarm spells or anything.
And you've got detect magic on, so you would be able to see all that stuff.
Yeah.
There are, aside from the box in front of you, there are nothing else magical, and the seal itself.
Identify. I'll use a spell slot to make it 1 minute.
Okay. So you open the box and see this beautifully crafted. It's like the violin itself is so black. It's there's a description. You've been watching Grim recently. There's a description of Nick Burkhart's eyes. That black.
Void black.
Like it's staring.
Like you can see your lack of soul in them.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like they don't like it. Yeah, and it's like. It's really funny that they never explained that until like way later.
Like for season 4, the wedding.
Like that's what you see? Yes. No wonder you're scared.
Holy shit, man! I'm so terrified to be around me this whole time.
Yeah. Not cool.
Yeah, I think the very fact that it is hard to look at is the reason people's down here, because it's something that almost doesn't want to be looked at.
Yeah,
and therefore much tastier.
It is. You touch it
Yeah.
or to cast Identify on it, and as you touch it and hold your kind of hands on it, you get the feeling with your higher detect magic, this is a memoria by itself, but it's missing something. It doesn't have something, and you look around and then you realize, yes, that's what's missing. The bow is missing. There is no bow for it anywhere you can see. And there is and then your Identify kind of finishes. And it doesn't say anything. Like there's no card appear, and the thing happens. And
do I think that's because it's missing the bow?
I think you realize very quickly. No check needed. It's missing the other side of it that makes it a magical item. If it doesn't have its other half, it's missing, and it won't ever function as a magical item or a memoria.
It needs the bow to be present to
complete to work.
Yeah. Is the lack of bow on the reward poster intentional?
On the reward poster, yes.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
love it. Love it so much. Yeah, I think people stare at it for, when I say a long time, 5 or 6 seconds. I'm not wasting time down here. And more. I think in the softest voice it has ever used, this is barely above a whisper, we'll look at the violin and go, query, what are you? And I'll try and I'll burn the use of the interrogation thing anyway.
Try and use it against the violin itself.
Yeah.
I think you get a feeling that there's an answer there, but it's not complete, and it can't answer you. Despite the magic wanting this to happen, there's no way it can answer. But you feel like if you could put them back together, find the bow, or make it complete in some other way, you could get the answer. Or if you could break it, you could get the answer you wanted.
Break the violin. I'm not gonna break stuff. That's a whole different crime I'm committing.
I think for your assurances, and I think something that you might think about is this thing dangerous to the people above or dangerous to the people around them? And I think you get the feeling that without the bow, it is not even a violin at this point. It is nothing. But
a different bow would not work on this.
Levi even suggested she has used it before, but every time she uses it, the bows break.
Yeah.
And it never sounds quite right. So you are down here in this. It is very dark as well, and I think you've got dark
I've
vision.
got 120 feet magical dark vision.
Yeah,
from
so you
Warlock.
can see everything, but you also recognize it is dark, and yeah, even
Any kind of paperwork lying around I can have a nose through in desks or anything?
nothing you can see not down here.
Mm. I think on that, knowing that this is a memoria that doesn't get to express itself, and whatever thing people has made a warlock pact with that appreciates memoria or likes memoria or wants them to happen, people sort of lay a hand, not casting on the violin, and go, information I will return for you. And then we'll step back into the wall and then glide up through the stone.
And I think, Pat, you don't see this, but the camera that remains here, as it's like I'm watching this as a TV show, sees the violin just go, is that like a shooting star across the top, the surface of the black, as it follows you almost. But you exit through the door, exit through the wall,
Cool.
sorry, and then
I can make it
and then eventually, probably 10, 15 minutes later, you see people just reappear. Maybe not in slightly the same spot, but like slightly off to the side.
Tell you what, intelligence check. Oh, I'm in exactly the same spot.
Cool.
Creepily, natural 20.
You're poking the. Oh shit! I was gonna do nothing.
Information. Ow. You poked me in my head.
You don't have a head.
Yeah, I do.
Uh,
Where else do I put my eyes, except all of me?
You don't need a head to have eyes.
Mm.
You don't need a head to have eyes.
Very true. Yeah, I think I'll pop back up and say, information. Thank you for waiting.
Find what you're looking for.
Information. No. There is a pensiveness, but not a defensiveness there. I think it's answered the question it was asked, but there's no sense it's trying not to tell you anything.
I think just like a. Okay, well, if it's pertinent to the case, I assume you'd tell us. But if it's a personal project that you'd like assistance with, then do say.
Information. I believe this is better discussed in a private. Joe's brain is completely blanked.
Location?
Thank you. In a private location.
But where are we going next?
question.
What time is it now?
It's probably like mid-afternoon.
Because we're on like the extra late edition now, so we're like.
Yeah, mid-afternoon will be
Yeah.
around when they deliver it. Yeah.
What were our plans from here? We've seen the.
Seen both candidates, I guess.
Yeah.
You were encouraged to see both candidates, and then that they might have more information for you when you returned to. You could just return. You could try and figure out your own way through to the canopy. Ultimately, that's where you need to get to.
Is the implication if you return to the arbiters, they will have.
They might have more information for you about
I'm
like
up for
things.
going back to the office.
Yeah,
Getting some lunch.
Yeah, especially if you're looking for a private
Place.
place to.
Information. Yes.
It's the most private place you could possibly have.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that is protected from prying eyes in a way that I don't really understand yet.
Yes, it is extraordinarily like there is magics there that you cannot parse and
Muffle was my favourite spell for that. It was you could cast it, I believe, on at least one edition on a table, and anyone seated at the table would be unheard by those around them.
Yeah, I like
Nice. That's cool.
that. That's a cool spell. I bring that back.
So, walk back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Information. Yes.
It'll take you into the evening to do that, but you can do that.
That's absolutely fine because you get to roll, Brad.
Yeah, you can do roll. Yes, so make a d20 roll and let me know what you get. Somebody.
Go.
A natural 20, which once I'm disappointed in getting.
Yes, you do not have any random encounters on your way back. You're
Could
going.
we choose to
Is
fail
it
that
one
roll?
or
It's 1 to 1 to. Where are you? You're in the
It's-
first ring. You're
yeah.
going from first to second to third to fourth.
Yeah.
Technically, we get one more roll. And from first to second, it's 1 to 6. From second to third, it's 1 to 8, and then from third to fourth, it's 1 to 10. Basically,
Yeah.
you get more.
Go
and
for
more.
it.
6?
6. That's a random encounter.
Yay.
Yay!
It's good. Speedy.
Okay.
Sorry, Brad.
No. I want you to do things. I just
It's not a specific thing.
I
Is it?
like
guess
doing
you-
things.
Oh yeah, we are.
By the way, I've been playing the roller game with these, and it has rolled a natural 20 like 6 times out of maybe 30.
Ooh.
So these are good dice.
Let's see.
Fair dice, but they're good dice.
Rich, I might have forgotten my dice. Could I borrow a set? Actually, could I try rolling that d20?
There'll be no more 20s ever again.
Okay, yeah. Roll it 3 times. That was a 20 on the. It only took me 3 goes to get that 20 on those dice. They are good dice.
Oh, okay. All right. I need a D100 roll, please.
Someone who is yet to roll.
I can do that. $18.
8. That's real low. Okay. There's my table. City, random encounters. No? I guess it was for this one.
Sorry, I've been cleaning the wax off this chain because it was all waxy and then there was a bit stuck in the middle there, so I had to go and find a sharper. What have we got on the D100, lads?
18.
I should have used those dice for it.
Oh, 18, you said?
Yep.
18.
I forgot I did this. Okay. It's one of the early ones. Okay. As you're walking along from the 3rd ring to the 4th ring, you round a corner and you see 4 small children surrounding another who's holding a rubber ball to his chest. They are shoving him into the wall, trying to get him to drop the ball. Come on, give us the ball! Give us the ball!
They are bullying.
They're 4 little children bullying a little one in the middle, and they're going, "Give us the ball! Give us the ball! You're not fair! Give us the ball!" He's just, "My ball! It's my ball!"
I say there, young youths, do leave.
Like one of them whips out a switchblade.
As-
What do you want?
I just want you to stop picking on the poor child there.
Information. My compatriot has identified you are attempting to unlawfully take the ball from this young gentleman. Information. The ball belongs to this gentleman. Information. The ball does not belong to you. Information. You are attempting to take it.
And then 4 of them kind of like turn around and kind of look at you, the 4 of you. Give your stupid ball! And then like ditch it and run. They just like, it's not worth it because there are 4 of you. This is intimidating. But there's like 4 little rabbit and then the last one's like
7 feet.
like grabs 7 foot of very big thing is very scary. He's got his little red ball. He looks up to you. Hey, thank you. Like kind of like dirty clothes and just like thank you. Looks around and then just kind of like runs off as well in a different direction.
They were all real.
Yeah,
cool.
Nothing weird.
Yeah, no, just
sometimes,
checking. Yeah.
Sometimes you just get.
Sometimes kids are bullies.
Sometimes kids are bullies, and sometimes they have knives.
Real glad Victor was
Meat
and now we're going from 3rd ring to 4th ring. Give me another D20 roll.
Don't you?
Because we're going from like one end of the city to the other.
5.
That's another random encounter. Roll me another D100.
Come round to me again if we're doing round robin. 58.
58.
Oh, the secret 58th variety of Heinz.
Oh. That's all I know is
It's
we're getting.
human blood.
Oh,
I already have this one.
I
Roll,
want to eat some
roll
soup.
again, please.
was it the artist?
No, it wasn't that one.
How about 86?
86.
Gets us to
10 more
24.
trombones than that one, so I don't know what's wrong with me today. And most days.
I was going to say something mean and I stopped myself.
Oh, is this okay? Okay. Right, need to change the music.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's the artist again, isn't
No,
it?
it's not.
He's going to use his artism against us.
Oh God.
No, it's not. The din and sound of the city are overwhelming here, and unlike other parts, doesn't have the good grace to have a nearby canal to absorb much of that noise. Instead, the road to the side is filled with steam-powered automobiles, all shapes and sizes, whirring by on their way to nearby refueling stations, eager to arrive before they shut, which is appropriate given the time you're in. It's then you notice a large round hoop escape between the crowds and in between several parked cars. Following after it into the road is a small beast-kin child, and he does not notice the car barreling down the road right at him. What do you do?
Misty step.
Okay.
Grab the kid. Move.
Okay. So you're going to miss. So you watch people vanish. You grab them, and then you're going to try and move him out of the way.
Yeah.
Make a athletics check.
It's a natural 1, so I'm going to spend my use of reroll a natural 1.
Okay.
For a 13.
13.
I want to use a coin.
Can I... Oh, no, it's a touch spell. I was going to say guidance.
I think I'm going to...
Instead of using a coin, can I say I cast Minor Illusion to make it look like the headlights of another car coming towards the one that's about to hit him to give
Try and
him
cause the whole thing to swerve. So you watch. So I think it kind of happens very fast. You like people think, and you think, I'll do the same thing. Try to swerve the car out the way. People trying to push him. Because you're trying to do. So make a. I want to say Arcana, but that's not the right one. It's kind of like I would say performance works or deception, something to kind of inform how good your illusion is.
Can I argue for Arcana still?
You can Arcana if you want.
22.
Nice.
22. That's perfect. You watch as you cast spell. There is a momentary flicker as luckily the fog and some of the rain from the various like just the tree dropping thing, especially in this outer area, masks the initial like burst of it appearing, and you hear that as the car moves to the side, and your fake car and the real one kind of whirp around Pupil, who is now pushing this kid, but not strongly enough to get him back off onto the safe spot. Car whirls around him.
On a 20 perception, will I have picked up Raylan casting there?
I think so, yeah.
Or will I know what he was attempting to do on, like, kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
I think in that case, people won't be trying to push the kid out of the way. People will have, like, wrapped the kid and sort of trusted that Raylan will make something happen to stop it hitting people, if that makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah.
As the driver of the vehicle who nearly hit the kid drives off, like picks up speed, and the kid just is like, "Oh, thanks, miss. Thanks, Mister.
You're quite welcome, young man."
Oh, thank you. Oh, and you see the hoop has been shattered, and broken in half. Yeah, this hoop is just shattered and broken in half, and just like a pile of kind of not splinters because it'd be made of like some. It won't be, but I guess it like made of like a cheaper wood, broken and shattered in the middle as this car speeds off down the road.
That's not a car, that's a tank.
No, it's a little bit tanky. Yeah. He just looks up at you and just like, oh, thank you. And then immediately afterwards, a person will come up and goes, Elgar, thank you. And looks at you. Where is your owner? He looks around because he can recognize, like it's a
Information.
younger.
Its owner is unreachable.
Oh, do pass on my thank you, Helger. You need to not run out on the road. I've told you this 100 times. You do not run out. Oh, God, no, you don't run out into the road like this. It's really dangerous. People don't watch in the fog and everything. Yeah, I'm all right, Uncle. I'm fine. He looks at me. Look, thank you.
Advisory will save.
Look, thanks. I really can't thank you enough. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been here. But you might want to get going. I know what I saw. And those guys over there, and he points to 4 collegiate mages who are sitting on the corner watching and kind of like conversing with each other. And they're making this kind of like hushed tones and whispering. Like you can't quite hear what they're saying, but they're definitely having like a conspiratorial little thing. And you have now just cast magic right in front of them. And
I'm fine with it.
they're like,
It was foggy and busy, and
Also,
that's why there's
it's
a
not
delay.
illegal for artifacts to cast. Artifices.
Artifices, but you are a wanted artifacts.
Yeah.
He goes, you better get out of here before anything else happens. Look, there's not much I can do, but if you ever need help from anyone, if you're ever in the mines or anything, you have a friend in the Davy Labs. And come on, Elgar, we gotta get you back home to your mom. And then remember, we don't tell her about this later. And yeah, Uncle, I remember. And then they kind of like
you can see
go
something, I
away.
think, fighting under the surface of people for a second there, but then it sort of just ticks back into clockwork again. And then
And then we'll hurry off, and then when we're around the corner, Monica's going to cast Pass Without Trace,
nice.
Cool. Yeah.
which makes the fog just slightly thicker.
Cool. So there's fog, like,
A little smoky.
gets a little smoky, and you hear that where they go, and you can kind of hear just in the distance them trying to find something and searching for you, but being unable, because even at the bare minimum of all your rolls, there's no way they'd catch you once you cast that spell.
Maybe I should have used the pipe.
That's fine.
Too late.
You go. You disappear into the streets, safe and saving a person, which affects.
So, this is out of character. The Davy lamps.
They're the guys who put that guy through the floor.
Yeah, were they the guy that we killed and almost his children?
He was
he part
no,
of
he was
Davy
employed by
lamps?
the Iron Hands.
That's it. Okay, that's fine.
So there is a link between those two, because the Iron Hands and the Davy Lamps used to be a single company, because the Davy Lamps get the ore from underneath the great tree and bring it up, and then the Iron Hands refine it, turn it into things that are useful. And they used to be a single company that controlled that entire pipeline. There is now a break because the siblings are, and you would know this especially because it's very much in your kind of, it's in that
Political
upper echelon of
wheelhouse,
circles and things like that nature. All the Goldfoots basically, or it's kind of like, and you might have even known the Goldfoots specifically. You might not have known the two in specifics because they're twins. Maybe not. Maybe not. Depends. Yeah. So you duck out into the street, get away from this location, having saved a kid from a speeding car. Who knows what would happen if you hadn't been there? And yeah, you will maybe feel a bit better about that, and maybe that will have effect later on. As you make your way finally back to the library, you find it not as quiet as it should be. You hear shouting coming from inside, and Raylan, you recognize one of the voices. In fact, it's the one that's shouting. It's the voice of your teacher, the Witch of the Narrow Streets.
the boss lady.
Mm-hmm. She is
Love her.
shouting, and it sounds she's very angry.
We've never met her.
I will intentionally not go in. What is she saying?
So you get closer so you can hear what she's saying, and you hear.
Do I know if she has a familiar?
She does. I think she has a cat. She has a little orange tabby, and it is sitting on the roof, and is watching for things coming down the road. You have Pass Without a Trace on, I think. Make me a stealth check if you're trying to be sneaky.
Yes, I'm trying to be sneaky.
Sure.
How long's Pass That Trace last? I don't think it's that long.
It's hours.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it plus 10?
Yeah.
That's a 33.
Oh, geez, no way. Not even magically assisted. You are hidden. from the
15
thing.
plus 10 plus 8.
Yeah, the fog rolls in and you get
But
close
plus
to-
8 stealth, my dude.
Mm-hmm.
Expertise.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
as
It's
the
one.
the fog kind of follows and cloys around you. You get close to the window and you can hear now. It's like, and you just hear, I don't care. I don't care what you thought was right. I don't care what they thought was right. Sending him against that thing was a death sentence. It is one of the few things in this city that could have ended him permanently. And I will be talking to her directly to make sure that this never happens again. It's one-sided. It's all directed at somebody at the other end. You don't hear another voice. It's just anger and directed at somebody at the other end. And it is constant. And you hear eventually there's a break and you just hear the arbiter go, now you know as well as I do that I do not have control over where and what I send them. And in this particular case, we had tried to advise them not to go this direction, but they were insistent that they deal with this problem. I don't care. It's your job to watch him and make sure he does not get into these situations where things like this could kill him. I don't care. He deserves to be protected. He is not to be led to like a lamb to the slaughter, sacrificed when the time is right. That is not his job or his role. He is a person and you just hear nothing. like she is so angry. You've never heard her this angry in your entire tenure with her. At any time, she is dressing down the arbiter at this point.
What are you two doing?
Brian.
Yeah.
I guess I'm looking at the others, trying to figure out if they have any idea what's going on here. I can roll insight if.
Would we have all heard that on reasonable perception checks?
Oh yeah,
The
it's
details
so
what's going on.
loud. Yeah, it's bleeding out to the street.
I think, unless you guys are actively going in, I think etiquette would dictate that I wait outside until the conversation has finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's.
I think people were trying to work out who he is.
Yeah, but that's why
Because
I'm
that-
rolling insight to see if I can figure out if anyone's clocking this voice as familiar.
I'm trying to think I don't think you have you met her?
We definitely haven't.
I haven't, so I have no idea who it is. I have no idea who they're talking about.
I think people has narrowed it down to it's going to be one of these two. I don't know who. I think people's gut is probably that it's you, that it's Victor, not Richthof, because you don't seem like someone who needs protecting. Neither does Richthof, but Victor does. So I think probably people is trying to study your face to see if you know what's going on.
See, Monica isn't sure which of the three of you it might be because people have, I guess, misgendered or gendered people.
Pro-gendered? Yes.
Pro-gendered? Yeah.
So,
Yeah, tricky one.
So with an 18 on insight, do I
so
get anything from anybody?
because I've just
18.
because I have just rolled for my best reach that I can do is deception, which is I'm not actively trying to deceive, but I'm trying best to describe it that if you're overhearing something in like a royal court or something, you kind of try and remain neutral as if you've not heard anything, regardless
So
of
as
whether
to
it's
not stay on.
yeah, and that's what I'm attempting to do. I've got a total of 4, so I'm not doing it very well. I'm clearly out of
23 on
practice.
insight.
Yeah, so
I'm pretty sure it's not you.
I think that you will get intrigue. Like you'll get what's supposed to be neutral masking intrigue, as opposed to kind of shock or acknowledgement. So
Is that the driver?
No, this is an old map. I'm trying to
yeah.
activate a different one.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
'Cause I was going to say I recognise that driver.
Yeah.
I need to make a different role.
That's not happening. There's just a very angry yelling woman in the thing. Yeah. And like any hint of it, there's just so much anger there. Like it's just being directed, and it's just constant tirades about like, why didn't you protect him? He doesn't need to go there. There was no need for him to go there.
I
So
rolled
are we-
a 13 on my deception. It is not active deception, it's more about maintaining composure.
Yeah, that's what I
okay.
was attempting to.
Okay, so I think with that, then Monica clocks that you've got the twinkle of familiarity in your eye, but she doesn't say anything. But also question, are we outside the building or are we inside
I would
the
say
building?
you're outside the building, kind of listening. It's so loud. There's like I would say there's like an open window enough to be like allow that sound to kind of travel, and you also see kind of some passerbys going, Jesus Christ.
I feel like she's the kind of lady who have a bit of the "do not take me for a conjurer" cheap tricks, like building shake to the voice as well.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like that kind of happening, and the arbiter's mostly saying quiet. Is mostly like allowing her to just like rip into him. Every so often he will come and say, it's not my choice to do these things. You know that as well as I do. We all do those. We all serve the same master. We all are trying to make sure that everything goes the way it goes. And then she just goes back into the tirade of, I don't care, and I'll be sending letters, and yeah, it kind of like carries on from that as you kind of listen. And it doesn't sound like it's going to end anytime soon, unless something changes or she gets enough of this anger out of her.
I think I've done this in the past. I will telepathically say to the crow to basically pester her familiar. And because of Pass Without Trace, like it's very rare that we get a one up on her.
Yeah,
You get the drop,
Yeah. And so as much as there's a rivalry between me and her, there's a rivalry between the two familiars as well.
I love that.
The crow just looks at you. Boss, you've given me a gift here. I've been planning this, and he's getting things out of, like
He's got a
pulling
little
bits out
crossbow.
of your cloak that it's like, what is that? That's a bell? Where did you get a bell? That looks like a loop. Oh, you're gonna put a bell on it. That's neat. And it looks like he's got like this plan of things that he's trying like built up. You don't have to give me anything worth my fear. I'm off. And he just takes off, and he like the fog seems to follow him, and then you hear a why?
Is that the familiar's voice?
The cat familiar's voice. Why? And then you hear a dingling of a bell. Ah!
It's terrible.
Give me thumbs, woman!
I think that's a bit that breaks Monica.
and then you hear from inside the shouting stops as he's here. Good. Fine. That's fine. I'll deal with you later. And then you hear as like the steps are moving inside, and then the door opens, and you hear, "Sweetie dearly, where are you?" And that in a way that if you were a small child, you go, "Oh, I should not answer this. This is death."
I think
Does she sound more annoyed now?
She sounds more annoyed but less angry.
I think
Okay.
because Victor's just stood by the door, so when she comes out and says, "Dearie, where are you?" I think he's looking around, and he doesn't know this woman, but he's hoping that she's not referring to him. That's how angry she is. Like,
Oh, I'm a child again. That's happened. Sweetie.
Can I help you?
There. She looks around for a second. She knows better than to cast magic willy-nilly. And then the spell magic wipes out your thing. How much of that did you hear, sweetie?
Enough.
Suffice to say, I am not pleased with your current employment, but needs must, and things need to stay as they are for now.
So you keep telling me.
As much as but I'm going to be making certain assurances that going forward you don't come up against things that are world-ending disasters.
What?
I know, sweetie. And she's now being more calm, more kind of collected, more afraid. Sweetie, there are few things in Arbor that present you a real threat. Do you understand? And the thing you fought over there, that horrible beastie?
It seemed fine.
No, that is one of the few things in Arbor that poses a real danger to our kind. Do you understand?
I do.
And
We
she
were prepared.
she reaches forward to kind of like she's shorter than you, so she reaches forward in her hands and tries to put your face in her hands. Not quite like that.
Praise the sun.
But she kind of like reaches.
I take a step back.
Sweetie, I just want to say I'm very, very proud of you for doing what you did and doing the right thing and putting the balance back into place. That creature needed to be destroyed. I do understand that.
So what's the issue?
The issue is
you know, you're here, so you know exactly what I'm doing.
I do.
The sort of things that I'm doing.
Yes. That thing should not have been in your sphere of things. I don't even know how you became aware of its presence. By its definition, it should have remained invisible to you.
Were you aware of it?
No, I was not until it died, and then I remembered clients that had gone missing, people I had talked to, spoken to. I am the Witch of the Narrows, sweetie, and that is my job, to protect the people of the Narrows, partially. I did not know of its presence. I knew, now that it is gone, I know what it is and was. How it ended up down here and undetected for so long boggles the mind. Of all the things the Seekers are supposed to do is to keep things like that from getting down here in the first place. It's not even capable of flight. How did it manage to get all the way from the Great? There are investigations that must be done in order to find out what is happening, and I will be sending missives and letters to people that need to be informed of the lack of... The situation has gotten very dangerous. Perhaps that's why you were here in the first place, is that things have gotten worse than I thought. Malthea is not doing what she is supposed to be doing. I'm glad you are safe. I am very worried for you, though. Please stay away from things like that in the future. All right?
No, I will do what is right. I will do what is needed. And the last time we had a conversation, it was made very clear that your interference and your... whatever purpose you have for me, I will be the one who chooses whether to engage or not. Whether you're trying to save my life so that I can then fulfill whatever purpose you have in your head.
It's not my purpose. If it was, sweetie, you would go and live out in the countryside or just be... It's not mine. I don't have... There are choices I have made and things I have agreed to that bind me. You are safe. You won't listen to me. You never did anyways. It's not a big deal of it. But you have now twice come across things that are more dangerous than I thought you ready for, and you have proven me wrong both times. Sweetie, I think I have still more to teach you, but I am immensely proud of the person you are becoming. I just hope you are careful.
Careful? I didn't get hurt once.
I am curious how that occurred. I have a good sense that
It's incredibly easy, purely an inconvenience.
the rest of your friends seem to have taken some amount of licking, but you have come across unscarred and unmaimed.
Have you lost even a single hit point this entire
He has lost, but
Yeah.
but major damage he's avoided.
And not from the big threats,
No.
only
No.
from mooks.
Only from mooks. Yeah.
I mean, the most damage I've taken was accidentally self-inflicted.
Despite my lack of trying. I'm definitely trying to kill you, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that comes across.
She looks at you in the eyes and just goes, I let myself get very angry here because of the nature of the threat that he represents, or that creature represented. Sweetie,
The anger was the creature was already dead at this point. What were you hoping to achieve?
venting mostly. Venting mostly, and not being made aware of things. I could have helped you. I could have given you advice, something. Not that you need it, sweetie. You accomplished much in your time. I worry you are heading to something that you will not be able to come back from, and I don't know where it goes. Even I don't know what your end, what this purpose you have. I only know the path to set.
So maybe defeating this creature was my purpose. And
Yeah. She goes, I can't not know that. I can't not know that, and you're right. The only one who could know that is the great tree, and even it does not divulge its secrets easily. Where are you headed next?
trying to get into the canopy.
Good luck. We have a sister there. If you need help, reach out. The Silent Witch. Be careful with her. She took a dark path. She can be trusted, but caution.
Okay. Do you know where I might find her?
She gives you an address in the canopy, and you realize, and if you hear it, you realize it's like a mansion. Not like an old family mansion, but like it is definitely like one of the higher echelons. She won't.
Plain sight.
She's like the mansion is like, not exactly central, but like bang smack in the middle of
The
it.
Silent Witch wasn't the name of that woman in the mirror in the Maven's office, was it?
No, that was the mirror witch.
Okay.
She can't get you into the canopy. I can't either. Nobody I know. None of my connections. I mostly deal with the common.
I'm sure we'll figure a way.
I'm sure you will. I have a feeling you're going to be heading somewhere where you'll run into several of our kind. So, good luck.
Thank you.
And she turns back and shouts one back, saying, and if he runs across anything else world-ending, please let me know, sweetie. The Arbiter says, of course. It was never my intention to hide these things from you, miss. And she kind of looks around. You put a bell... Oh.
I didn't.
Oh, yes. He needed a little push down, I think. He's been a bit uppity lately. Ever since he managed to get the brain cell for more than 5 seconds. Managed to hold on to it for quite a long time. Chonks, where are you? And then the orange cat comes down. Big chunky thing. Kind of like, that stupid thing. Where is it? I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it this time. Sweetie, under no circumstances you're gonna eat that bird. You couldn't catch. The only food you go in that mouth is the stuff I give you now.
I mean, if nothing else, it has plus 15.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot faster than that.
It's fucking 75 foot around.
Yeah. We're catching him. And
Does it? What
picks
does
up-
the cat
picks
do
up
when the
chunks.
cat sees the dog?
The big dog, and just like looks at it. What the fuck was that thing? Ignore it. Come on. Picks up chunks.
Oh, the cat.
Yeah.
Aye.
She looks at you. Interesting. interesting.
I think people has been staring at the witch
Oh yeah. She
since the moment she said that thing is the enemy of our kind.
Mm-hmm.
Because people had it in its head that it was the natural enemy of the memory thief. Which is interesting. And then it'll sort of like looking at her, and then we'll look at Raylan and sort of back and go, won't audibly go, but it is very inaudibly going,
It looks back at you, Raylan.
Mm.
You have some really interesting friends. Keep them.
I
As long
will.
as you can. Good day to you all. Good luck. And if you ever need a help or a favor, come speak to me. And then she kind of takes
Make her
Charles,
acquaintance.
who is just like grumbling and annoyed. I'll get that stupid bird. I'll get that stupid bird. And eventually, once they leave, your bird lands at best present ever. Look at him. There's no way he can pick up on anything ever again. And that was the only way he could catch me. He shows bell. Ding, 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 ding. You hear, you can take it off me, boss, right? You can take it off. You can take it off, please. He goes, dearie, I'm not taking that off for a week. And yeah, you're now out in front.
So she seemed nice.
She was.
And she is...
Colleague.
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 Mentor?
Yeah, a little bit.
I believe she referred to herself as the Witch of the Narrows.
She did.
Should we have the conversation inside?
I'm assuming we're talking as we're walking in.
Yes.
Yeah, you see that the Arbiter is standing there, and he kind of waves to you. You return then. I'll see. Don't worry, none of that will filter down onto you in your position here. What her business is with me is between me and her, and I will take whatever.
From the letter you sent me, you knew what you were getting into.
I was widely aware that I was getting into that particular problem, but it is manageable, if nothing else. Please, do you require any assistance from myself, Secret, or any of those?
We were under the impression that you might have some more information about how we may get into the...
We do. If you could head to your I'll make sure that Secret and Monitor will come see you in a minute. Who got letters that they were told not to open? So Pupil, these came for you. Yours, you go back to your room. That one is sitting waiting for you.
Okay. I'll probably go back to my room to just
Freshen up.
or something, and then just go. Cool.
Sound like a fine Cuban cigar.
May I?
Yeah. You guys get the letters. You may open them.
So I'm probably opening this in private.
Sure.
You guys won't know that I've got them on that.
Is that one? Is that Collegiate Arcanum?
I don't. Oh, jeez, I can't see it.
That's red with a magic circle. This is red with a sort of sexy lady in it.
This is from the Maven. This is from Collegiate Arcanum. I remember what they are now. Cool. But as you guys are reading your letters and kind of like trying to digest them, you can keep them private, or you can expel what.
As you said, digest them. I got the eating me line.
And I think you will know where they're from. There's 2 pages in that one.
Yeah.
You eventually get Monitor will come back. Monitor and Secret will say, says Monitor, she's the one who speaks. She goes, darlings, please come to the parlor and I will explain. I will explain certain things to you. And you gather again in the parlor as you're reading these letters, or you've kind of like read the letters and come back. Now, darlings, to understand, you've now met the 2 prospective clients, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
Hope they have proved interesting is the right word. Now, the matter of the canopy. We've had a few feelers out and we think we know of a couple of different ways and avenues you could try. There is one thing you must do before, is you must secure an exit route as well. Most of the routes we have to go up to the canopy without being detected are one way. So you need to make sure you secure a route out. In order to do so, we would suggest you speak to a few members of the Silvercloaks. There is a particular one, a gate, where we know that there might be a possibility for you to secure those at least one way out. Now, as for the way up, that's a little more complicated. Darlings, I don't want to sugarcoat this, but the only way we can really figure out a way up is to navigate Silver Star Lake up the great tree and then propel your way down into the canopy via parachute or spell. There are a few methods we've discovered to get you onto the lake itself. The ferrymen, they have a few people that they occasionally allow to traverse the lake, drive them out there. One in particular has been quite insistent that they be the one to do it, and they've given us a discount, so we're not about to turn away at that. The other, we've got a lead on a gatherer ship that is departing shortly to deliver supplies to the Knothole. In so doing, they will get you close. However, they have certain provisions and requirements that they want us to do. You'll need to speak to a particular gatherer to get the rest of that information, but at least we have those two methods. Or you can try a method of your own. I wouldn't recommend climbing the wall, as you have found out. But we've seen in the news today somebody attempted the very same and did not meet with a good end. As for when you get on the Great Tree Island, you'll need to navigate your way up it. There are two elevators we're aware of, one in the Knothole itself, one around the back, though the other one is used by criminals. Might be suitable, though the cost to use that elevator is a bit vague from our information gathering. There are a lot of vagaries here, but the people who are trying to secure the same item you are faced with the same decisions, unless they have found some other method into the canopy that we are unaware of. These are the ones we have discovered. You may try and do your own, or even perhaps, I don't know. This mission has been very complicated. I do not understand exactly why it is so difficult. The canopy is one of the most secure places in all of Arbor. Making it difficult to get in is not just... I don't feel good about this, I should say, darlings. There are better ways. There are easier things to go after, but this is the mission. So, yes, traverse Silver Star Lake, climb the Great Tree, and jump off it. And descend down into the canopy directly. It is the most daring route we've ever seen anywhere, but it is also the one that will alert the guards the least. Nobody would expect it.
And figure our way out afterwards, of course.
Yes. My suggestion is to... Silvercloak isn't going to let you in, but they could be persuaded to let somebody out, provided you did something for them in the first place.
Is there a reason why the way in wouldn't equal... So if we have to find a way to survive a free fall from a lower branch of the tree, why that wouldn't then also equally work to jumping off the canopy?
There are several magical protections on the cliffs themselves. The Dragon Riders would spot you very quickly.
Query. We have an ally among the Dragon Riders. Could we not exploit this?
Not without exposing her. Or them. She wouldn't say her. Them. It would be a one-time favor kind of thing. You would never be able to use eyes again, and it might expose her to further danger. And you could. It is within your choice. But I will let you know the risks. Nothing else. Those kinds of favors are quite risky.
If I remember correctly, descending from the tree comes with some complications.
Yes.
Is there a minimum level where that a minimum altitude where we need to leap off before?
She will go. It's not the altitude, darlings. It's more of the. You can stay within the relative safe zone all the way across. However, the route across is very dangerous and quite complex, and it is very possible to ascend without realizing you've done so. It is not without risks. Even in the layer that you will want to stay in, there does come with the possible complication for mutation. The curse of the descent. Again, it is still the safest route. It will alert the guards the least, and there's only a limited time you'll be allowed to stay in the canopy. None of you, with Mr. Victor's exception, are the type of person that would be deemed acceptable in there. Things would give you away slowly, eventually resulting in the silver cloaks being on you in seconds, or in the whole section of the city becoming on lockdown.
Silver cloaks are just like better green cloaks, right?
Yeah.
Green cloaks are the nice area.
Much better paid, much better trained, much better equipment, potentially magical detections of all kinds. Illusions stop working, all that kind of stuff starts becoming more and more difficult. It's not like down here where
it's like the cops there are like the Secret Service equivalent rather than beat cops.
Yeah.
What would the allowed route up and down? So if we weren't trying to break in, from my memory,
if you were allowed in the canopy for whatever reason, if you live there or you work there or you had some kind of reason to be there, most people who work there are indentured servants and they live within the same place, so they never leave. The only thing that moves between there is transportation of goods in some cases, but even those are regularly checked. Through the Silvercoat gates, there are 3 gates that we're aware of. There might be a few secret ones, but they would be known only to the families themselves. And the most likely route from that would be... I don't even know. Information like this is closely guarded, obviously.
From my own memory as a child, would there be like hotels or like lodgings up there?
No. Even visiting dignitaries wouldn't be allowed up there. It would be if they were visiting dignitaries from other countries, it would be places in the first ring, but they would never be allowed in the canopy. The canopy is like the equivalent of the palace kind of thing.
Okay.
And because Arbor is so powerful in the context of the greater world, they don't let people up there because it's also as close to the trees you can get without living on the island. The Knothole is the closest.
And that's the weird faith prison.
That's where the Seekers operate out of, or supposedly operate out of. But your Seeker friend, who you met briefly, or the Seeker you were assigned, she hadn't been back in maybe years. Because she mentioned something called the Pull.
I think the ideal thing, didn't say this out of character,
Mm-hmm.
I think to me the ideal thing would be get to the tree, climb up it, and then get our friend to be our guide to where we want to jump off. But do we want her to know that we're jumping into the canopy?
That's true.
Also, canopy is not where Victor is from, is it?
It's up to Victor what he says about that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, out of character, Victor is from there.
The Canopy district rather than the Canopy.
You know his real name now. His real name.
Yes.
Yeah. Then yes, he is from there.
Yeah.
In that case,
The Dark Gnolls are from there.
okay. In that case, Monica will say Victor. Do you know any way in or out? Like family way, maybe?
Well, I must say I've never had to sneak in or out. I can't recall ever having to leave. But
Yet you're here.
with the one very obvious exception, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
that very particular exception.
Yes, but I went out the front gate. I was escorted.
Right, okay.
Hence why you can't just walk back in.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I have a particular agreement in place not to return.
Okay.
But yes, I'm not aware of any secret routes.
Just for memory's sake, my family that I was purchased by were in the first ring, not the Canopy District.
Yeah, first ring, not Canopy District. Anybody can make any kind of history or similar checks to know anything about. Ask me, make something specific. You could also try swimming, flying, anything else you can think of, that kind of stuff as well, and then make history checks to say what's the likelihood of this work.
That I can.
Can you bring up the map a second as well?
Yeah, because I'm struggling to visualize it. Because
exactly
it's the idea that we're climbing up past the canopy and then abseiling in, effectively.
So,
like Mission Impossible style, where he jumps from one building to another.
The Canopy District is just the innermost circle of the outside.
Yeah, so if you go upwards. So
hang on.
It's the bit that's on the cliff.
Yeah, so the great tree. So that's the canopy of the tree. Isn't that small? It's all the way out.
Does the map go any further up? Or?
No.
Okay, that's just
it doesn't zoom out.
Oh, sorry, it does.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's the stuff.
Yes.
Oh, there's so much more.
Right. Okay. So we would basically
we'd
go up
be
here,
going onto here, up the tree, walk this way, and then drop.
Yes.
Okay.
And remember
that makes it way. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. The tree of the canopy, like the top of it, extends all the way out to the edges of Arbor.
Yeah.
Exactly to the edge.
Always
those roots must
Yes.
run deep.
Those roots do run very deep. You occasionally come across them in different parts when they're digging basements.
So you know how there's the idea that the aorta of a blue whale is so large that a human toddler could crawl through it. The xylem vessels in the wood for this must be large enough to drive a truck down.
Yeah, massive tree. Truly staggering size of tree. There's nothing anywhere I could use as a reference art. Even Yggdrasil isn't this big.
This is a random question that has no bearing on our current situation, but I will forget if I don't ask. Are there moths in the branches of the great tree that make silk?
There might be.
Cool.
I have a question that
size of a
is
bus.
more relevant to
Sorry?
the ongoing heist.
No, what did you say?
The size of a bus. But yes, the Silver Star Lake is the lake that surrounds the great tree. There's also a slight.
It's the one with the creature looking for love.
Yes, it is the Amituk. There's a cliff face that climbs up, and then on that cliff, at the very top of it, there's an island, and the island has. You can't see it from underneath there, but there is greenery under there. There's enough space for you to walk around and do stuff in, and then there is the trunk of the great tree that sits in the middle of the island, and then all the way up at the very top, there's a canopy that goes all the way out. And so the idea would be you get up to the island
branch.
And then, walking down.
So,
and supposedly there are multiple pathways up those cliffs as well.
Although, and this might be a terrible idea because I think did we just mention there was something living in that water? Because to get out, could we not just jump off the bridge into the water and then?
I believe what was living in the water was a sexy single looking for monsters in your area.
Yes.
You could do that. Yeah, that could be your way out. You could try and swim it. My
other question is: are there any blimp ports up on the?
There are. Airship travel is more restricted than trying to get through the gates. Yeah, it's only for the elites.
What would be the security on physically climbing the tree? What would we have to overcome?
You would have to overcome. Oh, make a history check.
Oh yeah.
19.
No.
19.
Here we go. 19 on the tree.
No, not a complaint.
Anyone higher than 19?
Mm-mm.
Cool. So you know two things then.
Mhm.
The Seekers are the primary climbers of the Great Tree, and they keep its monsters at bay. They and the Gatherers are the only ones allowed on Great Tree Island.
Allowed onto the island, so that's this island up here.
That's that. Yeah,
On the whole thing.
Yeah. They're the only ones allowed on there.
So could we pull a favour with our Seeker/Dragon Rider to get us onto the island?
Potentially. But they would need. But you would do the same thing with Dragon Rider. You'd burn their goodwill effectively. So it's a
Do
risk.
we have goodwill with any of the other factions?
You currently have goodwill with not them. You're relatively neutral with a lot of different factions. You have
The Collegiate don't like us.
no. They really.
we
If
may have
it could
pulled
go
social
lower,
boo-boo.
if it could go lower in the session that you just had, it would go lower.
I don't know them.
Why did we go lower in the session we just had?
The one you just did, yeah. That last thing dropped it
Magic
again.
thing.
Yeah.
No.
That's right.
It's fine. Nothing to do with us.
Um,
Ignore the posters.
It's one of those other artifacts.
No.
Yeah.
No, we should,
I don't think you know anyone who would be able to help you.
We
with
should
that.
take relief
The-
that no matter what we do to the collegiate,
So
now,
the-
we can't
get
any-
ourselves-
The other thing on the DC 15 check,
Yeah.
you remember there was a thief who recently used the tree to bypass the canopies' defenses, who got pretty far. He just screwed the landing and died. He fell.
It's the one sat in that chair there, isn't it?
Well, there was somebody who did it. No. There was somebody who tried to climb the great tree, come out, dropped, and fell. It's in one of your newspapers.
Oh.
I don't know if you remember it, but it did happen. It's in there. But, yeah, that's what you know about climbing the great tree. You know that... Actually, what was it, 19? Anyone get
19.
any higher than...
Not. I could burn a coin to try and.
Could I use guidance on someone?
I'll let you... Yeah, sure.
That'll
That'll get you to 20.
hit me a 20.
So,
Yeah.
you know that there's a rumor that some people use the tree to bury their loved ones, hinting that there must be a secret path up or somewhere in Silver Star Lake to get to the island.
It's the rich people can just push their.
Well, the rich
corpses
people
into
can
the
go
bar,
this
don't they?
way, but somebody from maybe the second
First
or third ring,
ring,
second
yeah.
or third ring,
Right.
there must be some pathway that lets them up. There
Something
are
worth
the
researching.
faction that would know that lake the best are the
Ferrymen.
There was one ferryman in particular who wanted
Mhm.
to... okay, I think we need to speak to this ferryman in
Yes,
particular.
who's-
At least find out why he's so insistent on being the one to be given the job.
Yes. So the other thing the Seekers will tell you, darling, the other things I need to mention: avoiding teleportation. There are several mansions that have anti-teleportation wards. You could redirect you right into Green Cloak holding cells.
Which was
That was
what
in
that
the
was.
article.
yes.
Yeah.
It's not just the garden wall, but the mansions themselves. Just be cautious when you're using teleportation. In fact, be very cautious using teleportation anywhere near the Great Tree. Not because of that, but because magic is a little funny near that place.
Glad I've used my once per long rest. Misty step.
Keep a low profile. The more noise and trouble you get at during your entry, the harder it will be to operate within the canopy. So, if you're going to land softly and land quietly. When you get there, there's a place called the Vimporium. You will have one opportunity to go to this place. It has some of the best equipment you can ever find in Arbor, accessible only to the elites. Use the time there wisely, not for just this mission, but for future missions. You will have many other opportunities to visit.
Is there anything there? Is there anything that we should be keeping in mind about future missions?
Even I don't know what's in that place.
Okay.
It has Spartan resources and information. In fact, once you get there, you'll need to figure out a way into Kavanaugh's mansion yourselves.
Okay, another question then about Is the route through the branches plotted for us? Do we know the rough general area we should be aiming? Do we know the rough landing area we should be aiming for? Have we identified anything up there beyond the?
Only the Seekers know. You could find out in the knothole. You could try and discover what's going on there as well. Might be useful to some of you. And she gives a knowing look to Raylan.
I'm also looking to see
Middle
in the knot
of a park probably is the best place to land because you're not going to be coming down on someone's roof.
Ideally, yes. You'll be falling from quite a great height, though, so it will be difficult. Aiming is going to be tricky.
Whether I hit Featherfall to my spell.
Yes.
Okay.
You can ask questions about the gates, the garden walls, or Silver Star Lake itself. And you can say, if you just want to make a check to see what you know or what kind of things you would know, you can do checks on all three of those things as well.
Would we be allowed to just walk in if we were invited?
The invite would take a while to work its way through. It's not just a case of saying, we invite these people. It's we invite these people, then the Silver Stars do a background check effectively to find out who you are you allowed, unless somebody with extremely deep ties pulls rank and goes, no, they're coming.
It's not James Kavanagh, it's the Pope, Linnea III.
The Pope would
be able to get you straight away.
The Pope would, yeah. You might be under guard the whole time, though.
Tree Pope.
Effectively, yeah.
So I know Featherfall.
You do?
Yes. Well, I have to prepare
You can
it.
prep Featherfall, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because it's a potion, technically, it's something that, yeah.
I would say in this context, what you would do is you down it, and then it casts out a wave around you, such that it's catching everyone. So it still functions the same way in terms of the spell, because you can catch multiple people with Featherfall.
Gotcha. Yeah, cool.
He just sprinkles it on us and we all change density.
That's true. Do that kind of thing.
I think it's just have two flasks
So-
falling in the air. Just super sick.
Without going through the list of every single spell that could help us, is there a teleportation seems out? Are there any other types of spell to not?
Fireball.
Put us all in a bag. Put us all in a bag and
For
jump.
example, I can cast fly.
Fly's probably fine, darling. Just don't be flying around, because obviously
If I cast fly 30 feet before I hit the ground, as an example.
she kind of looks if you can time as well. Yes, darling, that should work.
Or
you could
you could cast fly, but drop,
Yeah.
and then engage it. Yeah.
We could put us all in a bag of holding and have your crow fly us to the ground.
No.
No.
You. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and me. Yeah.
Two people cannot do that anymore.
A brilliant plan with two minor drawbacks.
The massive explosion and the other massive explosion.
But what if they cancel each other out? How?
And then you get some time traveling fuck knuckles popping out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those spells should be fine, darling, as far as I'm aware. Just don't, obviously the more ostentatious you are with your ingress, the less time you'll have there. Less time for shopping, less time to get Kavanaugh's things.
Would I know before we get into there where we could collect clothes that would make us look like we belong
The
there?
Emporium.
No, before we enter that.
Oh,
like during my travels outside of there, have I found anywhere?
I would say you can procure some things that would get you pass muster for a passing glance, but if people start looking for you, one of the mechanics so I'll tell, there's mechanics attached to this, in terms of what you need to do. Changing your clothing will lower your wanted level.
Yeah. So because my thought was we can pick up new clothes once we're in there, but we should at least pass at least a passing test, because it's pointless if we go in looking like ruffians going, yes, I'd like your finest clothes, please. Get out.
I can acquire those for you if you want.
3 or 4 sets would be nice.
We'll see what we can do.
Some way of I've got to keep this coat with me.
Mm.
Some way of hiding this coat would be great. Suppose take it off, fold it up
Yes.
as best I can.
Yeah. She's like, she doesn't understand why you need to keep the cloak, but she doesn't know.
Did I have a thing that was tying me to a thing?
Not that you're aware of.
Not that I've been able to work out.
Yeah, but you're also in artifacts, so it could just be you itself.
If I roll
You
all
are
the
an
eyes.
object.
Like those videos of a load of bouncy balls going down some concrete steps.
You're also technically a jar.
Yeah, I know.
So
Remind me what you're carrying that prevents the bag of holding trick.
It's the
His
steam
lungs.
generators with the bag of holding inside us.
Oh god, it's your literal physical body.
yeah. I've
He'll-
forgotten as well. Oh, yeah,
she'll
I've got-
die. This might be okay.
I mean, we've got a way in, so.
Okay.
I mean,
We have a weekend off. You guys go to the hub.
There's split the party and then there's this.
If we go out and just grind random encounters until we can level up one more time, then I'm fine. I can fly.
No.
I can transform into a bird that can fly in one more level.
Yeah.
I mean, thinking about the more mechanical, is there a way to buy like Leonardo da Vinci style wooden wings?
Parachutes? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Be nice to have a parachute as a backup.
Yeah.
Do a halo jump.
I mean, kind of.
Mm.
Yeah.
Obviously, parachutes are a lot more visible than a fly spell, but it's nice to have them as a backup.
That's what I'm
But
saying. The
But
halo.
they're not detectable by magic. That's the thing. So
Roughly
Yeah.
how what is the distance from what is the full distance that we need to cover?
you mean like from
If I have a thing,
Bottom of the canopy to the...
if I have a thing that is 10-foot movement speed, how long would it take me to get from?
from the top to the bottom?
Yeah.
I worked this
Is
out.
it
at
about a
one point.
mile or...
It's more than a mile.
Could we make it
That's
in an
so
hour?
tall. An hour?
If I gave
10 feet
so if I
times-
cast gaseous form,
Oh, because yeah,
10 foot you are a cloud, and you move at 10 feet
10 feet to go down.
to go down.
10 feet times 10 feet. It's 10 feet around. 10 feet times.
So it's 100 feet a minute.
100 feet a minute.
So you'd be going 6,000 feet
It's
in...
3,520 feet, so mile and a half. I don't think you'd make it quite to the ground, but it'd be close, such that if you fell the rest of the way, somebody might not notice you as easily. Or you could fall a certain amount of feet and then cloud yourself. Like a certain amount of
Or
distance
if
down.
you...
Because that high up, there you are. When you are in the great tree, you are above the cloud line.
Mm.
So you will drop, and then the clouds will disappear, and then you could cloud. And I'll say, you think roughly you might be able to pull that off. Also, you preserve momentum as well, so you'd be going a lot faster for a little bit, and then eventually your cloud form will just slow you down. I like that idea. That's a good idea. That's a cool idea. That's not an idea I thought of.
Thank you. So
Plus,
yeah,
if you-
of one of the two that can't make it into a bag and just
I do have one other stupid idea.
Yeah.
Just fall and then let go of a health potion. So that hit the ground, health potion slams into you afterwards, and you're up again.
You see, that is a real backdoor into casting gaseous form, because you will be a pink cloud if you try that.
Not a real thing. You've already said that Baldur's Gate 3 rules don't work with a potion.
Yeah.
That's a joke.
Not just
Harsh.
that, but presumably you'd take enough damage that you'd be insta-dead.
So
Not necessarily.
So D&D falling rules by raw cap out at 20d6. I'm going to say if you fall from that height, you are paced.
Fair.
Yeah.
Mm.
Although people regularly do fall at terminal velocity and they do survive, so
My,
not
my,
into concrete
No,
usually.
no, my first thought was a wingsuit.
I
But
do
then you've got
have
the
my
brand problem.
Fujian Venator figurine, which will make me grow physical wings.
That's true. Right. So you have this information. you have a kind of thing around. You need to figure out a way down after you get. Now that can be. Secret had a contact within one of the silver cloaks. Like you go speak to one of the gates, and they could secure you passage out. You would probably have to do that before you went up, though.
Yeah, and we would have to do a favor for them to get it.
Yeah, because we've got no currency with them right now.
Correct. Cool.
I think that might be our first. The first thing we should do is speak to the.
Go to the gate.
Go to the gate and speak to the contacts to organise.
To the gate?
Okay, darlings, one of the gates for the silver cloaks. Yes, we have a contact there. I hope you can speak to them, and then once you've spoken to them, you can secure your passage down.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I've got messages to Petra and to Levi.
So that one was given to you by Petra, and she told you don't give that to Levi in the event of my death.
Cool. And then this one's already open. Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just found letters I didn't remember. I think getting a parachute would be an interesting. I mean, are they corporately available? I guess
they're secret. If you ask for a parachute, I can procure those for you,
please.
Along with the change of clothing for all of you. I've already got your measurements.
Or backup is never a bad plan.
Of course. Like, she looks really nervous about this is not her usual. Like, she's usually very calm, collected, but this is like there's so many unknowns. I think that's you pick up on. There's so many unknowns about this because once you get in the canopy, she has no information at all. It's like a black spot for her. Rightly so for her in that perspective, because there's just no way she can know this.
Is there any information we could gather for you while we're in the canopy?
Everything you find. I have heard that there is a information broker in the Emporium. If you can get to them, you get everything you can possibly imagine. Everything. It's all useful. I can use it for all kinds of other missions you're doing, missions other teams are working on. Yes, please. Everything and anything. That place is a black spot for us.
Do they have anti-disguise magic?
Make a history or arcana check, I would say.
May I also?
16.
25.
I'll put guidance on the people.
25.
28.
You know
Mhm.
that the silver cloaks that operate in that area have true sight goggles. They don't necessarily turn them on, hold them down, but they do have them.
But nothing. So, as an example, another way of getting down is casting polymorph to give someone a fly speed.
Yeah, but a true sight would at least see through the polymorph.
Yeah.
It's one of the few spells that does. It shows you shape changers' true forms.
Okay.
So if you cast polymorph on somebody, you see them as they really are. Which is what happened with Sen, because he had true sight on and he saw that person as another thing and he nearly killed himself. I went, yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
In that case, would you also be able to get me makeup to cover burn scars?
Yes, I can accomplish such things. Yes,
Lovely, thank
that's easy enough to do. Yes, they use So they have true sight goggles that allow them to see illusions and polymorph people.
Polymorph isn't an illusion, though.
They see through the illusion.
But it's not an illusion.
Yes, and they see shape changers as they really are. The other function of true sight, not true sight, true seeing the spell, but true sight from the
goggles.
The goggles. It's not because they're getting the dragon's true sight ability, which lets them see polymorph creatures as they really are. There's a thing about I don't remember exactly what it is, but suffice to say, there is a thing they have that lets them see polymorphed and through illusions. It's like they don't wear them all the time, and I think 28. You know why? Because seeing like that constantly allows you also to see the ethereal plane, and it can be very disorienting for people.
Just all ghosts all day long.
All ghosts, all like horrible things, and you can see like things, and if you can see into the theory thing constantly, things see you. And they start looking back. It's kind of like that.
Please, I already want the goggles. You don't need to keep selling them.
put on the one ring, and all of a sudden, the things that are in the shadow place see you too.
Just make you think of was it a true sight from Dresden? Dresden Files.
Yeah.
Could I ask a question about sort of, this is more sort of setting knowledge than anything else?
Sure.
Are there any events that would be going on citywide but would also happen in the canopy we could take advantage of to get cover for falling from the sky? Specifically, what I would be thinking of is is there an event where there will be a lot of fireworks going on? We could wait for the fireworks to end and then drop, because the sky will be full of smoke. People will have just finished looking up, and no one's going to keep wanting to look up.
Because it'll be the smoke.
Press the next.
Yeah.
So there are, no check needed, there are a few events that would occur.
Yeah.
Founding Day, but
Yeah.
that's months off, so you're not going to, that's not. The other one is something that happens infrequently and you can't really plan for. It's when there's a break in the trees and a beam of light comes down in an area. When that happens, they have like a mini carnival, effectively. It's
How much notice would we get, and how long would it last?
it wouldn't. It varies, because it's up to the whims of the great tree as to whether or not and how long it lasts for. Now, if you are up in the canopy, it is possible for you to engineer such an event. Now, that would be tricky, but it might be possible. I'm not going to say you can't do it, but then you need to move the great tree.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Victor,
Could
that
we
sounds
ask
like your
nicely?
family's preserve.
And you need to move all the branches between you and the ground, effectively. But it's possible.
Oh, this might be a silly one,
Mm-hmm.
but the spell that pupil cast earlier to let him walk through Stonewalk. What happens if I had that cast upon me and I just landed at free fall velocity into?
You would go free fall velocity into the ground.
Yes. And until the spell wore out, or what?
But would I? Could I get would that become like air resist, like a strong like?
Yes. Yeah. Because you just go whoop, and you just hit it like not water, because you just move through it at whatever speed you're going at. So you just go boom, and then.
But like you get the ability, like when you have that spell cast upon you, you have the ability to go up and down, left. You like it's.
Yeah.
So at the point you hit it, could you then immediately channel whatever abilities giving
to
you
move to directions
to go up?
Yes. Once momentum stopped, yeah. Then you'd have to work out where you were. And
But
not
if we
hit
landed
route.
in a park,
Yeah, and not hit a root.
true.
because that's not stone.
That's not stone. You hit it like.
So
I'm not gonna say you
I'm
can't. I'm
just
saying
trying to
I'm like more of like
spit
working
on
out the
it, yeah.
risky risk nature of it would be like, and I think you would know this of like if you drop down, you hit stone, it'd be like hitting water in Minecraft. You hit water, oh fine, you hit the stone, but you're going past it, and then you have to kind of hope, do I not hit anything that isn't stone going straight down? As long as that happens all the way through, you're like, oh, fine. Then you have to reorient yourself and then go back up. So with no vision and no sound. So
Right.
I'm just pointing out the kind of like structure of the thing you have to. It's possible because the Davy lamps do it. That's how they mine things. That's how they go and find things. You also know the lifespan of an average Davy lamp person is not very high.
Yeah.
They do die a lot.
Could I just cast Death Ward on someone and just push them off? And
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, you could.
do that.
I mean, we could.
I've also
That's horrible.
People would do it. In a heartbeat, people would do it.
Yeah. It would. Yeah, you could do it. I'm not even going to give you all the reasons not to. I'm just going to say, yeah, you could do it. That's possible.
so I've got
let's
something that
let's move away from possibilities and things. But what are you actually going to do right now because you can always think about this. Remember,
Yeah,
I think
yeah, yeah.
I'm probably not going to do
Speaking-
this now anyway.
The Silver Cloak contact, I think, is the
It's the Silver Cloak guy.
Will we need to sort of book that in
No.
contact, or can we just go there straight away?
Monitor will go. Darlings, if you go tonight, she'll be there. She has a shift. If you go there tonight, you probably get there if you take a taxi. She'll be there all night.
And that will be in the first ring?
Mm-hmm. At the edge,
Yeah.
basically.
At the furthest in bit of the first ring.
Effectively, like where the
the
first
gate,
ring,
right?
Yeah, where the first ring kind of meets the
Kind of along here.
yeah, along that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Whereabouts is the Silverleaf Academy?
Silverleaf Academy is. Let me see if I can. Is right. Oops, nope, I went too far. Is that's
Okay.
up close. But the ferryman's like shipping off points are right there. Right there.
The little, yeah.
Yeah.
So, speak the Silver Cloak contact for sure.
Then
As a first thing, and then once that's sorted, do we want to then, as we're in the area anyway, swing back via the ferryman and see why they're so interested in being the one to help us?
Darlings, I should specify it's one particular ferryman.
Yes. I wanted to know why that particular ferryman.
Can I
was so
roll a history
interested in
check to
helping
see if we
us.
did someone a favour that I've forgotten about?
Sure.
20 Eldritch.
No one you can remember.
Because I know, like the Weavers Guild person we saved did us a favour, and but I can't remember a ferryman.
No, neither could I. I also had one thought about creating an impromptu festival. I have speak with plants. How bad of an idea would it be to try and speak to the tree?
I mean, it couldn't hurt
Yes, it fucking could.
me.
Yeah, I think we go.
Okay. Go on.
We go speak to the people, but I've had another thought about an extraction strategy. Why don't we? Because it technically isn't teleportation. If we were to head to the Red Lantern,
The Red Lantern, you always exit the same place that you entered.
But was that true when we took the Red Lantern via a taxi cab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got back out.
Oh, okay. Well, it'd be useful if we need to lay low for.
Does the Maven have enough cachet to get us into the? Again, it's a bridge we'd burn by.
She might, but it would be difficult.
Yeah,
I think if you're.
It's another one that's going to take a long time to set up the.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Do the checkers even operate in the canopy?
No, they do not.
Is it that they don't operate across the across the levels, or they don't operate at all in the canopy?
Oh, that's a good point. They do operate. They do operate in the canopy, but they don't operate across it.
Yeah,
So obviously,
that makes sense.
they go. I'm not risking my what's it called?
License. Medallion.
Medallion. That's the word I was looking for. I'm not risking my medallion for that.
Is the price the same?
Yes, weirdly,
Hmm.
it's very consistent.
Wow, that's free public transportation in the canopy.
Effectively, yeah, because the price becomes tenable for them. But then a lot of people in the canopy have their own
I mean, it's
cars.
tenable for us with nouveau riche fucks down here, but
That's true. For the plebs, it's like, well, we take the train. Yeah.
Yeah, I think then probably speaking to the Silver Cloaks and the
Silvercloak
ferryman.
and the what? How do we know which ferryman it is that is?
She'll meet you, darling. We've arranged for. She knows what to look for in case you need to go there. We can send messages to know you're coming. We'll send messenger.
Messenger?
You met him. It's a bird. Not bird. Not bird. Bird folk avian. Beastkin, sorry.
Okay, so we've got 2 points of call and then back here to then finalise plans.
Or you can go, if you decide to just go with the ferryman and ignore the gatherer, then you can just go in.
Well, we need to come back here to gather to collect the things you're preparing for
Well,
us.
if you send me a message somehow, I can have them brought to wherever you're going.
Okay.
I can have them brought to the ferryman, maybe.
Have I got the amber fox back?
Yes, it would have come back by now.
Okay, cool. Could send the fox.
Alternative concept. Track down the other people who are doing the same heist and cheat off their test.
I'll figure out how they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're probably going up the thief lift.
That's part of the plan. We don't know the...
Yeah, but could we spy on them? I'm real good at it.
You are real good at it.
I'm a lucky Lou.
You'd have to track it down, though.
Yeah.
Do we know when they're going?
No, you only know that the heist is imminent. You don't know exactly when it will occur. You know
It's also
that
a bit of a race.
it's a little bit of a race, but it's a race without knowing where the other person is. So it's kind of like a sort of Damocles sitting there going, well, they might steal it at any time. And they might already have a route up there. Remember, they're potentially seasoned thieves used to doing these kinds of things. So they might already have a route, one that you don't know about. So, I do apologize, darlings, that I cannot give you better advice and say, you just simply go here and go this way. But it is a very strange one, and I don't exactly know what is at the end of it. And there are many unknowns, especially on the Great Tree Island itself. That place is foreboding for everyone, for good reason. It's quite dangerous. Though also sacred. So...
Do you know what checks they have in place to verify a person's identity?
In terms of the gates, no. I only know that they have some way of determining whether or not a person is supposed to be there. I imagine it's mostly up to civil discretion. I have not heard of anything that detects lies directly, but you could try your hand at lying your way through the gate if you want.
I wouldn't be lying. I'd go up and I'd reveal myself to be a dark gnoll and demand that I be let in.
It's bold.
It's very bold. I think she's like really nervous about this. I think you would be... You could try it. I don't know what would happen.
Yes.
And she just genuinely doesn't know. I don't think you know.
No. It's of course contingent on me being here, as my other half is unwilling to do such things. So, but it's another plan.
So, there are many pathways. You haven't even asked about like the lake itself, in terms of that side of things.
We've heard rumours about things in the lake.
Oh, yeah.
How concerned should we be?
Make a history or arcana or nature check when any of those will do.
24 on Arcana.
Cool.
Also guidance.
22?
28 on Arcana.
28. You get the whole lot.
Boy, higgity.
Locals will swim near this lakeshore, but the canopy side is bordered by sheer cliffs. The ferrymen still operate boats on the lake and may be willing to operate passage. You know that. Supply ferries regularly travel to the Knothole, home of the Gatherers and the Seekers. So the Gatherers have some way of scaling the cliffs with a ship that is kind of a bit dubious, but you know that exists. So that might be the way that the Gatherer ship is getting up there. And finally, there are rumors of a cold-dwelling creature in the lake's depths. The thing in the tabloid you had. So that rumor
Is it rumored to be intelligent?
No, not rumored to be intelligent. But you also know the ferrymen regularly traverse all the way from both sides of the lake, so they have some way of bypassing this creature.
Well, it's only in the depths, right? As long as we don't go diving.
But only for now.
Anyone believe that? Anyone anywhere? I got a bridge to sell you.
Well,
Diggity, I want to own a bridge.
I got 7 on my Arcana check. We'll be fine as long as we don't go diving.
As long as we take it a small decorative bridge as tribute.
I got even worse. So yes, small decorative bridge.
Small decorative bridges. Yeah.
Brother to Jeff.
Yeah, because that's what she knows. So there's a system for allowing merchants and servants into the canopy, though its exact workings are unknown. Yeah, that's what she knows.
Presumably, the things in the Emporium will be rather expensive.
Yes. Yes, darling. Quite.
Are there any extra campaign funds available?
I can see what I can do. I'll send you a stipend.
Thank you.
Along with everything else. I'm willing to put my neck out a little bit more than normal. We are dipping into the kitty a little bit. So, with that all said, where do you go?
I had a question before we left.
A few things to say to the group before we go.
Sure.
Not who's the memory. The person who is convinced that Livy's a fraud and wants to
Magda.
Well, why was he suggested as a client? Because he seems very keen on playing it the second he has it. So why would you even suggest giving it to him as an option?
I don't know, pretend to know the reasoning behind the arbiter's choices, but darling, he wants it, is the biggest reason. As to if playing it would actually trigger the Memoria in the first place, I don't know. Memoria are fickle things. They don't always behave in the way that you think they will. Sometimes they never manifest. Locked in stasis. Playing them might not do anything. Might do something horrible.
Really wish I'd plucked one string on the violin now. Pizzicato, motherfucker.
He's only one option, anyways. One of many.
One of two.
You can always keep the violin. You can always keep it for yourself. It's always an option, darling. Or you could.
Would you want it?
No. I have no need for flute, darling. And no need for such magics. We're trying to keep things like this where they belong.
Information. In the case of the Amber Lion, the safest thing to do was to destroy the item.
That was going to be my suggestion. We could burn it. It's made of wood.
Information. It is made of great tree hardwood. Information. Regular fire would certainly not be sufficient.
But it itself is made of wood. You can
Information.
burn wood.
It is made of great tree hardwood.
Yes.
It could be burnt.
Yes.
Information.
I'm sure
With
someone
what
could burn
fire?
Coal is simply hard
Make
wood.
an Arcana check when you say with what fire.
I'm spending a coin on that fucking 2.
Ryan has thoughts.
Okay, 21.
21. There's one fire that could do it, though you don't know where it is. There was a massive raging fire that rampaged all the way through all of the old twigs, burned it to the ground. Rumored, in a place called the Black Church, is a memoria of that fire.
The Black Church is the
Home of the Flame Walkers,
Yeah.
and we thought that your bloke was involved, didn't we?
Lambkin.
Lambkin.
But you would know that if anything could destroy great tree wood, it was that fire. It burned so hot that it melted everything in its path.
How was that natural?
We could just snap it in half. Break it. There are ways to. I carry on me an item made of that material that is broken. It's possible.
Broken by fire as well.
Yeah. That's why I was like, of course you can break it by fire.
Is that your damn goose head?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mmm.
Yes.
Are you still carrying that around?
Yeah.
For the most part, if I have cast secret chests, so if I ever need to hide it.
But it's with you.
Yeah.
You had, sorry, it was more. I couldn't remember if you'd given it to the witch.
No.
Arrows, yeah.
It's at your disposal.
Yes.
Still.
Anything funky on that we could use to drop parachute drop?
Yes.
Do we want to know?
Is it beanstalk?
There's one. Isn't there a spell that does that? I think there's a spell that does something.
Purely guessing that beanstalk is one of the things that does.
The
By the way,
only spell was the one I cast on the turn into a fairy flying thing. But that's a minute. So.
Oh yeah.
You could get the guards to touch the goose head, then they'd be vomiting jewels everywhere.
that wouldn't be nearly as much a distraction for the crowds in the canopy district.
No. Polymorph, but the shapes that is limited to won't.
Well, bear, wolves and things. Yeah. That's not good.
Not the most daring.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're like, I'm falling, and I'm a wolf. This is not helpful.
No. You're a drop bear.
We'd only just barely survive.
Nice. Cool. Any other questions before you head out?
Information. I'm trying to think how to phrase this. In the workshop beneath Petra's what's the word?
Workshop,
yeah.
Yeah, the information. There is a secret workshop beneath Petra's store. Information. It contains a black violin. Information. I am under the impression that it is the same violin you have been seeking. Information.
Oh.
It is a memoria. Information. It is incomplete. Information. This makes me sad.
Thank you, darling. I will put somebody on that immediately to make sure that it is at least watched. Let's figure out how to retrieve it or what to do with it. Petra's. What's it doing there?
Information. The bow is missing.
I believe she was using it as a weapon. That was the impression I got.
Information. Yes. Query. Do you know of Petra's past?
That's not wouldn't be Petra, would it? Would be
It would be Petra, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Petra. And she goes,
Of
no,
course, yes.
no,
Information.
no.
Levi's
Levi.
We suspect that she was a member of the blind players.
She goes, wait, Petra, how old is she? Thinks for a second. Darling, if she
Information.
was...
Approximately 75.
Darling, how long ago was she as a member? Do you know?
Would have been just before the contest started, so 51 years?
Oh, she's not
Is
a member.
that right? In
Yeah, she's not a member, darling. She's the damn founder.
Or one of?
One of,
The
yes.
founder can still be a member.
Usually don't
Information.
designate
Founding
people that
member.
are founders as members. Just pointing that out from a grammatical sense,
Nah.
darling.
The Samson Shanty Choir are very particular about who gets to wear a founding member badge and who gets to wear a member
Oh.
badge. Very particular.
Now, if you want to know about organisations that can get in the canopy, that would be one of them.
Query, would the blind players be able to access the canopy?
They certainly sent invites out there.
Oh, sending in invites.
That's post, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Post might be able to get through it.
We get a steamroller, we make ourselves real flat, and we nail ourselves. The indestructible snail strikes again.
I mean,
I cannot see any problems with this plan whatsoever.
Yes.
But let's move on.
yes. Yes.
Out of character.
How the blind players get things up there, I don't know, and contacting them would... They do rumours that they kill people, you understand? Lots of people.
Yes, it's rumoured that I kill people.
Dramatically, it's not exactly.
They do kill people dramatically, yes.
Yes.
It's quite...
I'm
very-
sure we can target a few, theatre troops. It's fine.
I don't know how they choose their
Actors are
victims.
the lowest form of life.
I don't know how they choose their victims or whatever, and I don't know what they have and don't have, and they're not a blind spot exactly. It's not one I've looked into. I don't generally truck with assassins and murderers. Try to avoid them if I can. I know of them. I know what they do, though who their victims are or why. You'd have to ask if you had access to Petra. Why didn't you ask her?
Information. She was not particularly forthcoming,
I can imagine.
nor
so.
trusting.
She's an old woman in a career where the good die young.
Oh, what a story-rich burn.
And she does look really unsettled. Like all of these things that are coming out are things that she doesn't know, and her job is to know these
secrets.
things. Well, secret's job is and secret paths is
to monitor them.
monitors to monitor them, and like that, like all of this stuff is like, oh, and she's like, this job is getting more and more complicated, and like there are more and more things I don't know, and I do not like it. Darling said, if you want to quit, I will not begrudge you.
Information. It does not want to quit.
Yeah. This just got interesting.
Was that Richthof suddenly?
It's
been ripped off for a
It's
while.
been ripped off for a little
Oh,
while.
I do apologise.
No, that's right.
How long?
Like
Today's session?
No, I started as Victor.
Victor today.
So it's only been it was when, if you're listening back, when the Arcana check was called for.
Sure. I will be.
Yeah, he cursed. That's how I figured it out.
Well,
Information.
that's what I mentioned for you.
It has received correspondence from a professor of Memoria at the Silver Leaf Academy. At the Silver Leaf Academy, who has requested an urgent meeting. It may behoove us to contact the professor, who may be able to advise us on the black violin.
Oh.
What's the meeting about?
And we'll proffer you this letter.
Cool.
Please, yeah.
Are they in the first ring?
Information, yes.
For the
Information.
benefits of the recording, now if you're sharing that around, it is a letter directed to pupil about his interest in Memoria research, offering a meeting of sorts to talk about said Memoria meeting-y stuff.
I think pupil will also look at and sort of notice that Richthof is here rather than Victor, because people's been quite distracted and not made of eyes. And we'll say,
Doubt?
information, there is a message for you from the Maven. And then we'll do that speaker voice thing that it has done in Ember's voice. And say it will say, "Give my love to," and then there will be a as if a bit's been redacted. To Richthof, my knight.
Which bit? Say the bit again, but then can you do the redacted at the
So
point
it
would
will
be
be
redacted?
Give my love to Richthof, my knight.
Interesting. You paused there.
Information, yes. The rest of the message is for Victor.
But you didn't give the message to him.
Information, no. The time was not apposite.
Ah, I see. Interesting.
So
I'm very pleased you gave that to me. Thank you.
I need to be collecting things, darlings, and making
Yes.
certain arrangements and trying to procure funds. Do I need to call you a taxi, or are you walking?
I think we, as much as I want to,
I think taxi
we
might
have
be
to taxi. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
100 leaves.
Yeah.
And you zip out as you drive across the.
Was there some group conversations that some people wanted to have?
Those were mine, was
Okay.
passing on the message to Richter and Victor, and also about the Silverleaf Academy, the Professor of Memoria.
What did you tell him?
Information. It saw a newsreel projected onto the side of a wall. And we'll describe the video, the awesome fucking video. And we'll say, information. It reached out to the professor posing as an addition, as a fellow, someone with a fellow interest in Memoria, wishing to make an academic acquaintance.
Does this count as a short rest?
Yeah.
Ooh, good. Pack slots.
I don't think I've used anything that resets on a short rest, but am I able to swap out a spell during a short rest?
that is a mechanic that you can use, I think, if you are cleric. I don't remember if druid does it.
So I know normally I have to wait for a long rest.
There is a mechanic that lets you do it in a short rest, but I think it's only.
I guess the question is swapping out gated to a long rest or a long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Swapping spells, I think, is you could do it at any long rest.
Okay.
So it's not you don't need to do it.
Any sleep time.
Yeah.
Actually, people will say during this, could you remind me, Brad, which part of the wave makes people want to protect children?
The stronger but less numerous one. The one that's
The one that's more singular.
Mhm.
Mm. Information. It feels it must apologise.
What?
Information. Earlier, when there was nearly an automobile accident involving the child with the iron hoop, it was compelled to intervene. Information. It did so with magic, for that is its natural inclination. However, this may have exposed us to further danger.
You did the right thing.
Information. It believes so.
Yeah, no, you did. Definitely.
Yeah. You wrote it wrong.
Yes.
Can we shift Richtov's alignment up by one level, please?
Oh,
Yeah. Fair enough. That does make sense with the
With that statement
Yeah.
as well, specifically.
I was about to follow up, which probably places him either where he is or back down. He goes, yes, if I'd been there, I would have saved them and probably killed the collegiate if they tried to intervene.
At
Might have
this
killed the
point,
driver as well.
Yeah.
at this point, we've used magic for many things in the open. I don't
Yes.
think the act of saving a small child is one that shouldn't count.
I would have tried to do something myself, but you were faster. You had skills better suited to that.
information. It sees. Information. It would also have chosen to save the child, were it not compelled. I think is very pensive on that. Yeah.
Okay, I've checked and it specifically says at the end of a long rest.
Yeah, I think there's some class that gets it as like a bonus thing. As a
I checked the optional class features for Druid, and the only thing, the closest I've got is cantrip versatility. When I gain a level, I can change a cantrip.
Oh, is that what that is? Cool. What do I do? Configure. Yes. Let's drop. Nope, don't want super.
But you'd be able to do slow as balls.
They changed it, and I don't know why. Okay. Oh, it is. I see.
This is the silver.
This is as you take your taxi and you drop off. Probably not right in front of the gatehouse. Probably down the road a little bit. As you come up, you can see the gatehouse in the distance, and this is what you see. One of two gatehouses that lead into the canopy, and one of the oldest still standing structures within all of Arbor. The gatehouse is a towering edifice of stone and great tree wood. It is the only way through to the stairs on the other side that lead up to the canopy. Two guards stand at attention, while a small handful keep watch above, positioned on steam siege weaponry designed to deter any would-be assailants. Both of the guards are dressed in the usual attire for the station, muted silver pea coats and capes draped over their shoulders off to one side. Steam weapons are clearly on display, ready to be wielded if necessary. You are arriving in the evening, so it is quite dark. There are very few people kind of making their way in, and the two guards kind of look a little bored. There's two of them. A woman, if you're coming out from the city, on your left, and a kind of beastkin. Actually, no, is he open? I forget what it is. No, beastkin, like long muzzle, like gray kind of fur, and then silver like hair, long pointed ears. Looks kind of like wolfen, canine-ish. And the other one is another beastkin, but her features are very subtle, less like extreme. There are little scales underneath her eyes, and she has bright yellow eyes.
Is this the one that we were told to look for? And were we given any kind of specific code
Countersign.
or countersign, or were we told to like
Yeah,
just
you
walk
give
up
it-
and say hi?
You're given like a code to say some kind of phrase specifically. You were supposed to say something along the lines of, "We're here to arbitrate," and then her counter phrase is supposed to be, "Arbitration happens over here."
Great.
Oh, yeah. Who's feeling talky?
I can speak to her. Happily walk. I think, even though it's at this point you've identified that it's Richter, he will still walk with the cane, but he's not. He's now not leaning on it, but he's purposefully kind of like, I don't know. There's just something very thematic about like Victorian fog, and then a cane hitting like cobblestone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
in the background.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so as you kind of approach and come up to them, they kind of like pull ranks, they kind of like tighten up a little bit. You see that behind the gate is closed currently, and you see that the steam engines, what you couldn't see before, is they are large steel, like steam ballistas, and they point downwards towards the gate. These would rip you apart if they hit you.
Yes.
Don't start nothing.
Don't start
Won't
shit.
be nothing. If you do something, start something, there will be nothing. as well.
Halt.
Yes.
Go, wait. And this is the guy on the left.
Yeah.
On your right. So.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How may I help?
I was simply taking a stroll through the evening night. There's no law against that, is there?
No, I suppose there isn't. But I'd like you to move along then, if you're just taking a stroll. Not gates are closed.
There's no way that I could seek arbitration.
You need to use the specific phrase. We are here for arbitration.
Yes.
So I think Monica will be following with you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
And then he goes, arbitration happens over here. Adriana, just give me a minute. She nods, and he takes you to kind of like off to the side, not far enough away that Adriana can't hear.
I thought it was
Yeah, I thought it was
No,
the
no,
one.
no.
Oh, okay.
it's
I
Harvey.
might have played that slightly differently, but that's fine.
So he goes,
yeah.
right, let's take you over here. Adriana, just wait there. And he kind of like comes around the corner, comes up to that little junction. Like, yeah. Not through the gate, because the gate's that. You are on that side.
Yeah.
He takes you around the corner and just kind of goes, all right, I understand that you're looking to procure a exit out of the gate at a later time. I don't need to understand anything beyond that, but I need certain things to happen before that occurs.
Of course.
What do you require?
He looks back to Adriana for a second. Now, my partner over there, she's got a wife, kind of ex-wife, Rosie. She lives in the first ring, relatively close, kind of looks like 4 streets down. She's keeping her children from her, though. So, Adriana desperately wants to see these kids again. But there are legal and personal barriers that prevent her from doing so. I'm just suggesting if all of a sudden those barriers were removed and Adriana could see her children again, then I'm willing to let you pass back through with no trouble.
Is Adriana the next legal guardian?
Oh, yeah. She's her mother, yeah.
You better believe I've been detect thoughts surface the whole way through this.
So you get is all of that is true. All of that is true, and he's just genuinely thinking about that as he's going through.
Query: what led to this state of affairs?
Does he actually know? I don't think he does. I don't know. They had a fight or broke up or something, and I don't know what it's about. Adriana will tell me, but I know that she really cares for her kids, and that matters to her. There's an undercurrent there when he starts talking about she really cares for his. You also get an undercurrent that he really cares for Adriana specifically.
What can you tell us about the wife? ex-wife?
She's a goblinoid woman. She runs a tavern in a, if you can believe it, in the first ring of all places. Kind of it's mostly a dive bar, if I'm honest. It's some kind of inherited wealth or something, or I don't know exactly how the situation is, but yeah, she operates out of there. Yeah, really odd, really strange thing. Though apparently some of the locals who like to slum it like it because they can do so in relative safety. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't know. They had some kind of fight, and you are getting like he genuinely doesn't know. But there is like like I said, there's an undercurrent of like he has this like either.
He's trying to do it for Adriana on her behalf.
Yeah, like she's aware of him trying to do this. Like there's no like anything like that. There might be ulterior motives to him doing this, but it doesn't come from necessarily a bad place, just a slightly duplicitous one.
Query: when was this legal determination made?
It's not a legal determination exactly. It's more like me and Adriana, we're not from the or here. We're part of a outreach program, kind of bring up your ranks from the we used to live in the Twigs together, and so we worked our way up, made silver cloaks, pays better, but we still don't we don't have the money to afford lawyers or anything of that nature, or solicitors, or go through the judges, and judges don't want to move kids from safe families, and Rosie is being difficult, not letting anyone through, and she's got contacts or something that's keeping Adriana away, and Adriana doesn't want to fight in front of the kids as well. And
of course, I understand. I'm happy to negotiate on her behalf.
Good. I'm glad we've got to that agreement, understanding.
Yes.
So you sort that out, make everything clear, and then we'll make sure that you can pass by unmolested when you come back through on your way out.
Sounds like a perfectly reasonable arrangement.
I think so too.
Yeah. Thank you for your time in this matter. Was it Maisie?
Rosie.
Rosie.
Yes.
Yes. Where does she live?
3 streets down. House it's a house. It looked like a house from the front, and there's a sign out front that says Rosie's Pub.
Perfect.
That's above the bar.
Lovely.
Pretty standard, I guess.
Above it, I think. Below it or something. I don't know exactly.
You say Adriana doesn't know that he's asking you to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
What does an exit look like for us?
Just walk out the front gate. Nothing secret. Just walk out. As long as we wave you through, no one's going to bat 2 eyelads. Yeah. Not on the way out. The way in, the scrutiny's a bit higher. Out's easier.
Because it's assumed that you got in legally. And it's not meant to keep people.
If you look up, he kind of points out, if you look up the ballistas, they're not pointing that way, are they?
And what's her name? Adriana?
Adriana, yeah.
And Adriana will appreciate us doing this for her?
Oh, yeah. She wants to see her kids, obviously.
Are there any lines that shouldn't be crossed? Obviously, we're not hurting the kids.
Obviously.
Oh, no.
No.
Trees
be
above,
awful.
no.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why?
No.
Have you done that?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, I have not.
You've
done that.
You've grossly
there was a close moment over this direction, but beyond that, no.
You've clearly grossly misunderstood the arrangement.
No,
we have to return the I must apologise to my colleague.
How much of the children do you want to see?
I'm sorry, I didn't. I thought I was.
I have rolled a natural 1 IRL.
I'm not used to this clandestine thing. I should have probably been a bit more clear.
No, I understood completely.
Okay, all right.
The kids are to be unharmed.
Yes,
of course.
And she is to get return of the kids in some format.
Yes.
And people will lock this guy's eye, properly lock eyes with him, and say, "Query: does she have the children's best interests at heart?" And that is going to be a whiz save.
Who?
Adriana.
Okay.
Shoot for 17, I think.
Yeah, let me see. 17 or 16?
15.
15. He does fail that, yes. Oh, no, wait, he's got advantage. How about that? Okay. It bounces off of him.
Okay.
You roll a natural 20.
Ooh.
Boy,
I will
his
still
actual
have
answer,
the,
though.
I'll still have the death thoughts and the
Oh,
actual
okay.
answer.
Yeah. See, she goes, yes, of course she does. She's their mother. Well, one of their mothers. Mother.
On
Yeah,
my
mother.
passive insight of 20 does that.
Yes. However, you do get one other thing. On that passive 20 insight, you find that his tone is too rehearsed. Like he has asked way more than just you. There is also a sense that when he's talking, he's doing a lot of looking back to Adriana in a way that there's like a thing of like, if I can do this for her, if I can get her kids back, maybe she'll love me instead, kind of thing. And there is some amount of tension between these two as well. So you don't know what's going on there. It could just be one-sided though. And there are 2 silver cloaks here. If you can somehow like do something else and bypass the other guy as well, and you do genuinely get like the impression from your detect thoughts and your thing, like there is a situation here, and all of that is true. That there is a parental rights situation occurring.
Yeah. It's more whether we want to be exposing a kid to a. Yeah, I think a pupil wants to know the truth of this in more ways than just the eye wants the objective truth.
Speak to Rosie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's down there.
So, who fancies a pint?
Information. No, thank you.
You're all not very good at this, but that's fine.
Let's go.
We'll head to the
Let's have a
pub.
drink.
Yes.
Head to Rosie's.
That's
Very
fine.
well. Heading to Rosie's.
I'm overjoyed to see what a first-rate version of a rough pub looks like.
Well, let's see. Nope, that's not that.
My
That's
current
not the right
disguise
one.
is first ring disguise.
Nice.
Cool. Right.
Maybe I look like your attendant or something.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh boy. Here I go stabbing.
Did I not put?
I was trying to ask,
Yeah.
do we want to rough up the missus? Or
I knew where you were going, and I was like, no.
That's not the that feels like it's a dodgy way to negotiate a parental rights dispute. As well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like is he wanting us to go and intimidate her into,
No.
threaten her into letting the kids go? It's like because Brian wouldn't feel comfortable with that.
Okay. So
But as I said, I rolled a nat
Yeah,
one
this is
IRL.
a spicy one.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah.
okay, so this is what Rosie's home looks like.
Home or pub?
It's both.
She lives above the building.
In fact, that's like where it would be.
Damn.
It's like one of these townhouses. That's down like the
What a
list. It's like-
dive.
Yeah, it's a bit of a funny thing that. So
But they only have
is
rock
this-
crystal chandeliers.
so
Yeah, they've only got one
you're coming
type of
down,
flavoured
and
gin.
There's like a bunch of little row houses, and they're kind of like no row houses.
So gin
Townhouses next to
infusion.
each other.
So you want flavour.
There is so the picture doesn't do it right, but there is a gap between her building and the one next
There's
to it.
alleyways.
Oh,
There's
of
like a
course.
little
Cuts.
tiny alleyway down the side. But
Can't be a dive bar unless it's
Um,
fully detached.
so from the outside, you see a large Victorian style townhouse, common for this part of Arbor, first ring of Arbor, constructed of great tree bark with expansive bay windows. This particular home has more than a few large steam pipes entering the building from above, indicating it has been retrofitted at some point to accept steam as a power source. From the street, you can see that there's a sign near the door with the symbol of a beer sign on it, and underneath the words "The Filthy Tankard."
Just
Sure. Yeah, let's head on in.
Okay. If you move your token, you can open doors. Should be able to anyways. And you can see what's inside.
Oh, that's a collegiate mage.
Oh yeah, there's a whole fuckload of people in here.
Oh boy.
Could we roll some checks to work out who's fucking who?
Let me get to the thing.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
stepping in this place, you're immediately hit with waves of cigar smoke, booze, and urine. Once the smoke clears enough, you find yourself in a rough-looking dive bar with some rather well-dressed patrons and sitting around. Parts of the floor have been torn up, not a single chair matches, and the rugs look more like threads than anything close to carpeting. Cleaning glass behind the bar is a green-skinned goblinoid woman with one arm and a pair of thin glasses perched on her nose. Her green hair is done up in a tight ponytail, and she's wearing a green waistcoat over top a simple stained white shirt. If you want to do some checks on the people inside the bar, go ahead and make insight or perception checks.
Ooh.
21 on insight.
21.
27 on, I'm going to say...
16 on perception.
They're the same for perception or insight for me.
Same. I'm going to say 17 on perception.
27 insight.
27 insight. This is what you kind of clock as you're looking around the room, the people that rolled above 20. The two men sitting farthest from you, those two, you are correct. Those are definitely collegiate mages. They have things on them. Yeah, both of them. They have things on them that mark them as collegiate mages. There are things like the collars. They both have collars. As in they are still indentured in some way, shape, or form. One of 27, the other three, they are their gazes are intersplit between the collegiate mages and Rosie. And they keep going back and forth. And the collegiate mages are just looking at Rosie. So they're just looking that way. They don't seem to have clocked that these other three assholes are watching them. The other thing you'll notice on that, I think you've got 20-something, 27. The other thing you'll notice is Rosie, as you enter, her eyes go to you, but she is also clocked this whole thing.
It's weird stalemate.
It's this weird stalemate that exists between everyone in the room. Everyone seems to be watching everyone. She's not sure what she thinks it. And she just goes, welcome. How can I help all you? She kind of darting her eyes back and forth.
Obviously surface thoughts.
The surface thoughts you would get are, I hope they go soon. Who are these guys? What now? More weirdos are showing up. Oh god.
A round of drinks for everyone.
Yes.
It seems like the only thing's available at the bar.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Round of drinks for all of
The four.
Oh, yeah, of course. 1 second. And then she goes into the counter, pulls out some bottles, and pours some stuff out. Here you go. I don't think I have any seating left. Looks like it's all taken.
Can we sit at the bar?
Oh, yeah, of course you can sit at the bar. You can sit at the bar. What brings you the first? What brings you to my? Well, what brings you the first ring? What brings you to my bar?
So just before we proceed, I'm going to put the old stack on. Does people have a look when he's detecting thoughts?
No.
Okay.
No, it comes from an item. So it is effectively a helm of telepathy, but I think it's like a chain or bracelet or something that goes around my... But I don't visibly look like I am...
Yeah, I'm trying to work out if I'd know if you were detecting thoughts on this lady.
I think...
I would assume...
I'm cycle. Basically, if you have been paying attention, you know that people cycles detect thoughts and detect magic freely at all times.
Cool. Okay. In that case, we'll go. We've left our respective wives at home with the kids and just having a good night out.
I should brought your wives with you and right at home and didn't quite. I suppose you couldn't bring the kids at least.
No, I don't think kids would do well in this stuff. Are kids welcome in bars?
Well, I got some juice boxes and things I could give them if they were looking for something to do. I don't have anything to play with, though, unfortunately.
What time is it, by the way?
It's early evening. Well, early evening to middle evening. It's not
8
last
o'clock-ish.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. It's not. Yeah,
Yeah. When we start talking about kids, what does that thoughts proc?
Nothing. As if, and that's the weird thing, as if, I think that would trigger something for you. What's your passive insight?
17.
17. You get the feeling that she thinks people are reading her mind. Like she knows somebody's reading her mind. Not you necessarily, but people.
She thinks these guys are reading her mind.
Somebody might be, yeah.
Mhm.
You know.
Can I roll a check to see if any of these guys are concentrating on a spell?
Sure. Arcana.
20 Eldritch.
Yes, one of them is. You don't know what spell, but they're
Yeah,
definitely
Do you
concentrating.
know which one?
The
Goggles or top hat?
top hat.
I was actually to make sure that none of these were concentrated on a spell.
He specifically targeted the collegiate ones.
What do these guys look like?
The other guys, nondescript, very more hidden. Their features are kind of hidden in cloaks and things. The other two are more flamboyant. They're like, we belong here. We're fine, kind of thing.
Is pupil scanning surface thoughts of the others as well?
Okay, as you kind of like cast your
These three at least.
their focus is on kind of you get the sense of like, I guess you get, when does it happen? Is it happening now? We need to wait. Patience. Wait. That's from all three of the guys on the bottom. Those two go something along the lines of, what would they go like? It would be something like, I know she's lying. I know those kids are alive. Just need to prove it. I wonder where she's hiding them.
From the insight rolls, are any of them? So the three here, are they looking like they're about to do something, or are they simply there to watch, or they look like if something happens, they are in a position to do something?
They're waiting for something to happen. Like something is supposed to happen but hasn't yet.
But in the sense of if the thing happens, are they like, I'm ready. Once the thing happens, I'm ready to go, or is it just I'm here to watch whatever it is happen?
No, they're waiting for something to happen. Like they're there for something to occur that hasn't happened yet. So everything is on a knife's edge, and in fact, you notice that.
I was going to say, I've just rolled a new insight roll. Do I get the impression that this is effectively a hostage situation? Like she's a hostage, and is that kind of the tone that I'm getting from her?
There is some of that. There is like a general sense of everything is on a knife's edge at the moment, and when it stops being it, violence will occur.
Got you.
I'll pulse detect thoughts to locate creatures within 30 feet who I can't see.
30 feet.
I'll take a central seat at the bar. I'll do it as I walk over to this middle seat at the bar to try and get as much coverage.
Is it blocked by anything?
Uh, 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal other than lead or a thin sheet of lead.
You only detect the creatures in this room, and yeah.
So the guy that we took this job from, the Silver Cloak, he said he's given this mission to other people as well,
or tried to.
But I assumed over the last few days, or I didn't mean 10 minutes ago. He sent someone.
No. That's not the. That's not.
Are there photographs in this bar?
No.
Okay. Can I write on a?
I will also point out this townhouse goes pretty far back.
Yeah.
So
look, is that gents down
and
here?
there's an extra thing and blah blah blah. There is a curtain that blocks sight.
What does it look like is behind the curtain?
More you can kind of see it waves or a little hallway, and then maybe some lounging space. If you get up and start going that way, Rosie doesn't stop you, so you can walk through.
I mean, yeah. Should we try and find us private place to drink?
Well,
I worry that as soon as we leave this, that it's going to kick off.
Yeah. What I'm going to do first is...
You think, so I will say with that insight passives, you think everything is in equilibrium. You being here is actually upsetting that equilibrium.
So
Yeah.
if we leave, it's less likely to kick off.
Yes. I think as we're preparing to move, though, what I will do is I'll write on a bit of paper. And I guess... How am I going to do this? Yeah, I'm going to basically put... I'm going to write down, "Are you okay?" And then I will kind of slide it across with the beer, and I will point at the beer and go, "Is the beer made locally?" And then indicate at the bit of paper.
3 yes, no.
Yeah. Jesus. Jeez, let me check.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, she grabbed. Oh, sugar. You know, this comes from far away, and it's not one of those things that you help with. And she kind of takes the thing and throws it underneath.
Surface thought on that?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
She's locking down her brain for...
Yep.
Does that kind of locking down your brain require a lot of training?
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I have it here. Sorry, 22 and 20. So you two.
Yeah,
22 and 20. Yeah, it's you two. The two of you would notice around her neck are things like indentations and scars or something like that.
She used to wear a collar?
Yeah. Yeah.
bought
And I
out
think
as
for
a mage.
22, you think she was a collegiate mage at some point or another, and she is no longer. Or she might still be technically a collegiate mage, but is not bound by their rules.
Might she have something like, if I switch to detect magic, a amulet of proof against divination and detection?
You switch to it, your eyes go, and there is nothing like that on her.
Well, I mean,
You think she is just, in fact, I think at that point you kind of realize she is just that well trained to block this stuff out.
I would
She's
also
deliberately
suggest
hiding her
that
surface.
detect magic is a divination spell, isn't it?
Mhm.
Which means that you can't detect an amulet.
Oh, that's funny.
Negation with detect magic.
Yeah, that's true.
Now,
That's so weird. Yeah, the amulet
it
itself.
depends what it says.
Oh,
While
yes.
wearing this amulet, you can't be targeted by divination spells or perceived through magical scrying.
You can.
You can't.
Be, but the amulet
The
itself
amulet-
could be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
That's funny.
I think I will turn to, I guess, Richtov as the most gentlemanly of the, the most person who looks like they're the richest in here. Go, query, Master, would you like me to find suitable seating locations further into the public house?
Yes.
And I'll,
Go investigate and report back. And
I'll pop through the curtain.
Oh, yeah, all right. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll move the.
Yeah. You should be able to just walk through that spot top spot.
Whoops. I need to actually make sure that I've got the right window selected. Otherwise, I just scroll.
There you go. So you move through, and there is a little lounge area to your right.
Mhm.
Stepping, you can see into the room. There's a large white biscuit on the road, roaring
Yeah.
fireplace, beautiful little area for you just to hang out if you want to. There's another curtain that kind of blocks a further area behind you.
Yep, I'll still be pulsing depth thoughts for more creatures as I go through.
That's blocked by a foot of stone.
2 inches of metal or a thin sheet of lead.
Where are you? As you come into this room. Oh, hello.
There you go.
Okay, cool. If you just keep walking,
Yeah.
you detect there are 3 creatures below you.
Below us.
As you keep walking, they're right. In fact, they're below you and to your right, and there's a door that leads out into a garden area.
I think you will hear... I can only do one person at a time, so I'll do it to all 3. Message. Information. There are 3 creatures on the floor below us, possibly in some kind of basement or cellar.
You know a house like this would have a cellar door in the back garden as well.
But what? Sorry.
It would
Cellar
have-
door in the
it
back,
would
like a
cellar
storm
door.
shelter doors. They've been said to shelter in place. Could...
out of character. I am thinking maybe if they know that she has kids and she has magical potential, they're there to go, give us the kids, we need to register them. And she does not want that. That's my thinking.
Yeah, that's a fair shout. If I poof my cat into existence and then send it out into the back garden.
If you send it out into the back garden, you see some storm shelter, some storm doors right there, and on the front of it. In fact, if you grab that wood bit,
This wood bit.
that wood bit, and you take a look at what's on the front.
Oh, yeah.
There is a big magic seal on that front thing. And you can make an Arcana check if you
I'd
want.
love to. Come on, baby needs a new pair of feet. Nope.
Can I also?
Yes.
I'm happy to.
I got a 2, so I'm going to re-roll that into a 19 on the die for 26.
Nice.
So
Thank you. Yeah.
I looked at this from back there. It looked like there was a moon there.
I thought it was an eye looking out this way.
I think it's just a knot in the wood.
It is not in the wood, but
So,
eyes.
you have a look at this. This is a symbol spell. And at first, you think it's not just a symbol spell, it's one that is designed to be lethal.
It's a symbol of death.
Yeah, it's like a really powerful version, like murder anyone who tries to open this door. However, on that much higher Arcana check, it's not that. It's a sleep spell. It's designed to knock you out and just render you unconscious. It's a powerful spell in of itself, like a simple spell on its own. It's very powerful, and you're like there's a bit, if you actually look, there's a bit in the symbol on that thing that's broken. And it is masquerading as a different spell to somebody who would look to know it. Yeah,
there.
there's like a little spot where it's like broken, and it's masquerading as a different one. And unless you're a very good mage, you wouldn't know the difference. And so if somebody's seeing that, would go, "Ooh, don't touch that." Everyone within 30, I think it's like 60 feet, will die if I touch this. But you realize that's a front, that's a bluff, and it's a much weaker spell that's designed just to render people unconscious in case somebody opens it and trigger an alarm. At least from this entrance.
I think Pupil will walk back in and say out loud, "Information, there is a comfortable seating area just through this curtain," while it sends the cat up the stairs.
Okay, so you send this cat up the stairs. So we're getting near where I think a good end point would be. So there are 2 sets of stairs, one that goes down and one that goes up at this point. So you want to send the cat up?
Down.
Cool. It's fine.
Are these the downstairs here?
They are the downstairs. The upstairs are outside, weirdly enough.
Okay, cool.
And before you go any further, Pews, so you don't accidentally.
Yep. I was making sure to just get out of the transfer zone.
Descending down the stairs, you find yourself in a small basement area. Barrels of alcohol of various varieties line the far wall as you step down into a cold, damp cellar. Your passive perception is 17. Cool. Cats is the same, isn't it? Effectively.
Yes.
Cool.
Although I think it can, if it is giving me the. Yes, if I'm looking through. Yes, let me check. Do I use my.
You can always make a perception check yourself, and then you can just do it.
I believe the big
has advantage on checks that rely on smell.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
Yeah. So mine visually. Sorry, the cats will be Cats is going to be 14.
Okay.
Mine is.
And with advantage, that was 14?
His advantage is 14.
Okay.
Based on smell.
Mhm.
And 17 for me? 17 for me, yeah.
Okay. So with your sight, you don't see anything or hear anything or anything unusual. The cat, however, smells food, running water, and people coming from behind that wall.
Can I see any kind of
You can
secret passageway?
Not one you can see.
Can I roll investigate through the cat's eyes?
Sure.
Because that's...
Could the cat just kind of paw along the wall?
Oh, that's much better.
Like in case it's like a false wall or something.
So it was a 19 and an 8, so I'll go for the 19 plus 10, 29.
29. You very quickly clock that there is a door about midway through the wall, about right there, that could be opened, that would allow you access to a secret area.
Yeah.
Where likely, I think you've surmised, the children are hiding.
Yeah.
And I think as the cat realizes this, and you realize this, you're sitting in the area upstairs, and you immediately, as you're kind of like detecting thoughts in kind of like a scanning area, you get a thought from... Do you know exactly who? No, you just know, you get a thought.
Yeah.
You get a thought of...
Clarification. I can pulse for location without seeing them. I think I have to see them to get thoughts out of them.
So you don't hear anything, you just kind of feel like that knife's edge is going to move soon. Something's going to happen.
Well, we were in the process of moving in towards the back room.
Questionable. Because she's answered no to the "Are you okay?"
Oh, right.
I will message each of the... I'll message each of these guys to the effect of what I've seen. Information. The children are hiding behind a secret door in the basement. I have located the door. It is midway along the wall, and I'll give the location. Query. What are we to do?
And that's where we end.
Cool. I'll give you a button. You're welcome.
I will stop the recording.
Well, as we've said, we can't make our relationship with the Collegiate Arcana
Well, that was my...
worse.
Richtov came here to stab someone, and
Someone's getting stabbed.
And it wasn't the person he thought he was going to have to stab, but he's happy to stab all the same.
But we can make this person's relationship with the Collegiate worse. If they send people after her children, and then those collegiate mages end up dead, they're going to be sending even more down on this way.
Yeah, but that's all the more reason for her to at least sort some kind of shared custody out with the other lady.
But on my assumptions, the other way isn't going to offer anywhere near as much protection from the Collegiate Arcana that this person is.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we have to dismantle the Collegiate Arcana?
Yes, yeah.
Joint by joint if necessary.
I'm down.